everybody, and welcome to League Lads. It's a calm episode here today, boys. No Suhaib, if you didn't know what that's Sui's real name. We've got fucking 2 Panthers fans and 1 Dogs fan. Quite fitting when it's Panthers v Dogs this week. That's Flaxy there. He's super white. And that's Mitch. He's super cool. All right.
It's definitely not going to be a calm episode.
But
yeah,
should
have heard his carry on earlier.
This is not going to be a calm episode.
Fred, I was
this
actually
cunt has been talking crazy.
He dead said, I'm surprised they let him on the plane home with more than 7 kilos of carry on.
Mate. I want to make a plane joke, but I don't want to get cancelled. Move on. Play on.
I'll make the joke. My dad's a pilot. Or was a pilot.
Fuck me, you make this like every week. Every second week, bro.
Boys, a lot happened in the rugby league this week. We haven't actually recapped Origin yet because everybody was busy on Thursday. So we're actually going to start off with a recap on Origin Game 2, just so that you guys can have our thoughts. And honestly, as a Blues fan, it felt like a win. Don't ask me why. It might not make sense because we lost, but it did feel like a win because of that valiant comeback that we made. We ended up scoring more tries than Queensland. All we needed was that Akul Sharmuta, fucking Lomax to hit one more kick.
You know he didn't miss a shot.
He kicked 6 from 6.
Yeah, that's why he's definitely an Akul Sharmuta now, bro. But yeah, he missed every kick. Whereas Valentine Hummus bloody made everything. All right, so I'm not happy about that. And especially like Natho got hooked after he missed 2 or 3. All right, why the hell didn't we hook Lomax after he missed 2 or 3?
Question.
And then we had Crichton and
I was
Latrell.
just about to say, you going Critter or are you
Nah, I'm going Trell, bro. I trust Latrell with my life. Even though he missed the one from the right touchline. I trust Latrell Mitchell with my life, mate.
I would have gone Critter.
I don't know about Critter yet. He's pretty good, but sample size very small.
Well, it is, but he also covered for Nathan a lot at Penrith, and mate, his record was flawless.
Like, that's why we wanted him.
He barely ever missed goals. Like when he came to the Dogs and Birdo was still goal kicking, I was shocked because I actually think Critter is, and I'm the biggest Nathan fan in the world. I think Critter's a better goal kicker.
Oh, I disagree. I think Nathan is.
Nathan's the ice man.
I think Nathan is a better goal kicker. He's the best goal kicker since Haslam. He's not better than Haslam.
Uncle Haslam.
But he's up there with Haslam.
Our uncle, eh?
Yeah, I'm all, bro. I'm all Haslam. Best goal kicker ever, by the way, in all codes. But, boys, what do you guys reckon? Okay, we're Blues fans, all of us. We obviously feel the type of way about Ashley Klein right now.
All
right.
Did you watch Levels today?
I didn't watch Levels today.
Free the G.
I don't know what Adam G did. What did Adam G do besides ref really well in the big game?
That's what
Shout
he
out
did.
Levels,
He
by the
refed
way,
really
but
well. He refed too well.
Because they're the only ones that are not afraid to call it up.
Atkins
you know, I like the new kid, the new bloke, fucking what's his name? Wyatt Raymond. I don't mind him either.
He's pretty good.
Because he just seems to be fair. Like I don't ever see him referee. Like he might make a mistake, but he makes them both ways. He's never like mega one-sided like we just saw from Ashley Klein, where you're telling me Queensland didn't have any penalisable offences in the first half.
45 minutes.
First 45 minutes, there was nothing that could be warranted for, like, nothing that could be a penalty. And I know our discipline was pretty bad, right?
But it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, but if you're going to blow the P out of the whistle, it has to be fair.
Brother, if you're going to blow the whistle left, right, and centre, blow it both ways. Like, they were sleeping on us, mate. Like, everybody's saying, Lomax, the dirty dog, why did he elbow the guy? Why did he elbow the guy? Because the guy's sleeping on him like a Sealy Posturepedic fucking mattress, mate. Get the fuck off him. That elbow, elbow's on Ashley Klein, mate. Where's the duty of care for the player? You're letting him sleep on him.
You know who was the king of that play? Who used to do that all the time? The Queensland coach.
Yeah.
He used to do that hip release and get out of it.
Mate, Cam Smith was the king of that shit as well, mate. Mate, Billy Slater was the king of bloody kung fu kicks mid-air, bro. All right, but
don't call him a grub.
Mate, I called him the G word. That's what we called it on the Hello Sport. And shout out to the Hello Sport boys for having me on. It was an absolute blast, and we've got some stuff coming up in the next couple of weeks because, things are starting to heat up a little bit, and we are we might have some things in the pipeline, bro.
That's good.
We need to channel the Lebanese spirit for Game 3, you know. So that's all I'm going to say. But thank you so much to the boys for having me on again. It was an absolute blast. And it definitely made the loss hurt a lot less because you're laughing through the pain a bit, you know. But shout out to all the boys. They're great. But, yeah, boys, where do the Blues go from here? Are there any changes that the Blues should make?
I think, like, overarchingly, I'd say no. I think, as you said, we're the better team. I think we scored more tries. I think potentially in the interchanges, I think the way Laurie sort of structured that, like, why is Isaiah Yo off the field for 25 minutes? Like, I think he's got to play 70. I don't think, I personally wouldn't go Stefano. I don't, like, just, why is he reversing back into the line when Nathan's running through? Whether he scores or not, if he's not there, just get through the line, mate. That's your one job. Like, you play NRL. You're playing State of Origin. You should understand how to just get through the line. I'd be going Keon. That's probably the one change I'd make. And I'd probably start Keon. But, yeah, outside of that, that's probably the only change I'd make.
Yeah, I think Keon's definitely a big... I don't know why we changed our tactics from game one, but, yeah, I think Keon needs to come in. I think Bellamy's eyes, you know, is, as we see on the Host Plus ad, he's just got to stop interfering and allowing his influence to pick a player that's not right for the squad. I think, yeah, Keon's definitely the big pick for game 3. I think everything else needs to stay the same. I think Cleary will be healthy for game 3, so I don't... Like, obviously, there's all this talk...
Dr. Flax.
Right, there's all this talk with, like, you know, all these other players, but I think we'll still stick with Mitch and Cleary.
Mitch and Cleary. Mitch is injured.
Oh, not Mitch Moses. Sorry, Luai and Cleary. My apologies.
Are you going Izzy or are you going Birdo?
If Nathan's injured,
Yeah.
I'm going Izzy.
Yeah, me too. Really? Birdo
yeah.
is filthy at you.
Birdo's going to be... He's the best 18th man of all
I'm
time.
I'm a smart man, bro. I try not to let my internal biases and love for players get in the way. All right. Now, here's the thing, mate. I just don't think there's no 7 there. There's 2 6s. But in Origin, with the best players around you, and then you're throwing a guy into one of the 2 guys into a position they're not familiar with, I think it's a bit risk. It's a bit of a risk, right? But the thing is, with Katoa, I just see him being the successor to Nathan, and I just have so much trust and calmness in this bloke.
Yeah, I agree.
And then, he gives us the kicking game, man. And the thing that I really like about him, the thing I really like about Lachlan Galvin, is they're not afraid to get the ball in their hands, and they're not afraid of the big moment. Like you watch Nico Hines, and Nico Hines at times just does not want to take control of the game. It's like he's scared about something, or he's being too unselfish. And I get the unselfishness vibe from Matt Burton so much. There are times where I really want Matty to take the game by the scruff, and he's just too passive.
I actually think he's been doing it lately.
He's been doing that lately, big time. The game against Parramatta, he's had some of his best games this year.
Against the elite team coming last.
Yeah, but even South Sydney, Good Friday, he didn't execute anything well.
Second last.
But it was the aggression. Yeah, but they weren't second last
Yeah.
at the time. All right. But he has been doing that a lot more recently, and I think,
I actually think so.
I think the best fit is Izzy.
I agree. I think the fact that Robson's at 9 is why I would go Izzy, because you need a creative 7. If you didn't have Robson at 9 and you had someone like Appy Coruscant or something like that, I think you could go the Luai Burton combination. But also that leaves you I just think essentially Katoa is also the last month probably been the form player of the comp. So that's where I'd be going.
And I've seen him step up against the Dogs. Look, all right, we didn't have a lot of players in the game, right? I saw him step up against.
You're full strength, weren't you?
I saw him step up against Melbourne, and they were full strength. It would take me too long to name all of them, right? And I know they were missing cunts too, but still. But I saw him step up against Melbourne. I saw him step up against you guys. So I've seen him rise to the big occasion, and I just trust him, man. And I think he's going to be there in the not too distant future. So you might as well blood him now. And it's not like you're blooding him in fucking a hostile environment. Yeah, the pressure's on game 3. But there's so much talent around him, man. He doesn't have to do much. Just have to not fuck up and not be stupid. I don't think he's going to do that. Plus, he's got the home crowd behind him, man. He's got the better team around him. And I think he's going to rise to the big occasion if he doesn't get picked. But me, personally, I think Nathan's going to be fine. But I don't think Nathan plays this week. That's just my honest
You're
opinion.
just hoping that way. Aren't you?
No, I actually want.
We don't need the stars.
No,
though.
I want Nathan to play because Joey made a good point. Like, I don't want anybody to get in the way of our win by saying, "Oh yeah, Nathan didn't play." Like, I want to beat you full strength twice.
Well, you're not beating us full strength. We don't have Sorensen, so
Okay, we'd have to Tupanua, mate.
Who?
He's won comps too, you know. Be quiet.
No, one question I do want to ask you though: is there a chance that Terrell May gets picked in for Origin?
Here's the thing. I love Terrell, but I've said it like he replaces Payne Haas or Max King or one of the big boppers. But fuck me, in this game, did we need a versatile fast middle? Like we just we fucking missed it because they're all zippy cunts, and our big boppers did not show up this week, like this Origin.
Yeah.
Bro, Stefano ran a fuck all meters. After the first stint, Max King didn't even come back on, I think. I think he only played the first 20. Like, what are you doing, mate? He had a gun game one. It's not like you don't have a sample size like he can't do anything. We just had too many big guys that are not mobile. Like, I think Stefano's lazy. Stefano is everything that Craig Bellamy accuses Terrell May of being. Right? All of the negatives he said of Terrell May and his defense and motor, it's not Terrell May that has those problems. It's fucking Stefano. I don't understand why. It's like he's looking at Stefano in a Tigers jersey and thinking that's Terrell May, mate. All right, and I just don't agree. Now, if one of the big boppers was injured, then yeah, I would go Terrell. But the fact that we need a versatile middle that just brings a quick play of the ball, tough defense, like we missed Barnett because we replaced him with a fucking lump of iron, bro. But he's just soft. He's like melted iron, bro.
Do you think
if we had Keon, we win that game?
Agree.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Do you think with the rotations, because he played Hudson at 13, and it kind of wigged out our whole attack. Like we'd set to a point, and then Hudson would take a run. I thought Hudson had a good game, but do you think just when he comes on, throw him at 8, throw him in the middle?
Yeah, I don't think he's a lock.
Leave Yowie out there.
He's not a lock. He does not have the skill set of a lock. He just stifled the attack. Like, too many opportunities that we would have had were ruined because it was like he didn't know what he was doing.
I would disagree and say I think he has a skill set, but he's not used to playing that position.
Yeah, I don't think he's a middle. I think he's an out and out back rower.
Left edge back rower.
Yeah, I think he's a back rower. I don't know if he did play all right, but he's also got 1 or 2 errors in him every game, and I just think. I think he's a specialist back row. I think he's too small to be a prop, especially in Origin. But he doesn't have the ball playing ability and stuff to play lock or the awareness and to play lock and make everybody around him better like Yo does or Murray does, right? Murray's the one we're really missing the most because he would have just been perfect in this series.
Would you reckon Yowie plays up front if Murray plays?
Yeah. I think because the problem with Yo, and I love the way Yo's been playing, just running, right? Run first, pass second. But the thing is especially with Jerome, Nathan, fucking Edwards and Yo, they have just a million. They already know what they're going to do because there's so much film on these guys. They versed this call for so long. And it's not I don't think it's like Melbourne's call where it's you know what's coming, you just can't do anything to stop it. Like Melbourne's call in their prime. This is Penrith's call. They're not like that. They're just very tough and gritty. But they're often predictable, which is why when we moved Murray to the lock, we just looked like a better team in the series where we did that. Not because Yo's bad at lock or anything like that. He's fucking amazing. But
he's been great the first
two games. But especially the series that we did lose, Yo was too pass first orientated.
Yep.
But when he runs, and that's why if he plays prop, he'd be a gun there because he's big, but he's got the motor, and he's just when he's focused, he's running, everything just flows better. And in game 1, he was arguably my man of the match, bro.
Yeah.
In game 2, that second half, when he was on the field, you knew, right? I just don't think
he played enough minutes.
I don't think that Hudson Young, that anyone in Queensland is scared of Hudson Young in the middle.
With him as well, he apparently is dealing with an injury as well. There's a chance he might not be playing. So who comes in for him? Yeah. So
Hudson got
he
fucking
did
smashed by Fainu. Smashed, bro. This cunt got fucked up by a young kid.
Yeah.
That's a half. But mate, we're gonna talk about him a little bit later. But Yeah, if Hudson's out, then I'm bringing Terrell and I'm bringing in Kalamatangi.
You have to. You have to. Who else do you bring in?
Yeah, it's just.
Who's in the squad?
But the thing is, here's the thing. No. There's someone above. He's gone. But even if
he was healthy,
there's someone ahead of him, and he plays for the Dogs. And
Presto.
Presto.
It'll be
And
good
Presto,
to see.
if you fucking throw him anywhere, this cunt is fucking there's screws loose in this cunt's head, bro. He's perfect for that arena. He's the modern day Josh.
Superstar.
He's the modern day Josh Jackson.
And it makes sense. They've brought him into camp as well
Bro,
for game 1. So
and game 2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they know. Everyone knows. Freddie knew. But it was his fucking first or second season. But he's an origin player. No one... he's a Queenslander that plays for New South Wales. Your prototypical fucking old school Queensland back row, your fucking Dallas Johnsons and your fucking Scott Boltons and shit. This kind is fucking... He's that type of crazy where if you put him in Origin, he's going to lift.
Yeah.
And I think he's got real potential to play there.
So out of those 3 players, you have if they actually take Stefano out and Hudson Young doesn't play, out of those 3,
I'm still going Kalamatangi and
Terome.
And Terome.
They're not gonna. I think if Hudson's out, I don't think they'll drop Stefano.
I will drop both.
I think they'll just replace.
But then it does make sense because then I still think we're a better team if that happens.
Yeah.
Because Kalamatangi can play prop, can play back row, can play lock. Fuck, his best position is probably lock. Let's be honest, mate. And he will play big minutes. The guy's got so much heart. The guy's playing with a fucking broken bone in his face, mate.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's
fucking week after.
Do you reckon we can breed 17 Brian Totters for game 3?
I wish we could, mate. Unfortunately, there's only one. But you don't need him, apparently.
Oh, my God.
By the way, in another podcast that they recorded before this.
Go watch it, please.
Flaxy said, please watch it, boys.
Cleary.
If you want to see this cunt fucking spit
Embarrass
nonsense.
himself.
He said that Penrith don't need their stars.
It's not what I said. I was regurgitating what Mitch Kenny said,
Mitch Kenny, who doesn't even like this bloke, by the way.
And
remember the photo. Don't mean pull out the photo again, bro.
He wasn't regurgitating it either. He absolutely butchered it.
Oh.
But anyway, Brian Totter, again, I think he was the best player on the field for both teams. I think he was my man of the match regardless of result. He's backed up, obviously, 4 or 5 unbelievable seasons.
That's Mitch Kenny, mate. The plumber. Mitch fucking Kenny, mate.
Oh, God. Damn.
And talk about my 3-time premiership winner like that.
But
anyway, back to Bizza. What a performance.
He was amazing, bro.
What a performance.
I wish Lomax was all right, but he wasn't. That was his first non-outstanding Origin game. People are calling for Lomax to get the drop.
That's nonsense.
Go away, okay? Go away.
It's like when we were doing terrible this season, people were calling for Ivan Cleary to be dropped. It's stupid.
Like
just
you.
Trust the...
It probably was him.
Trust the process, man. But Bizza, can we just talk about it? He's the best winger in the comp.
No, he's the best ever.
And
best
probably
winger
one of the
ever.
best ever.
No. The best winger ever.
Ever.
I've been having arguments with people, man.
And he's the best winger ever, but he's also the most consistent winger ever. He does this every single game.
Yeah, I agree, and I think it was smart. The one weakness that he does have is his proficiency in the air, right? But I think he's still really good in the air for a guy his size. There's not much he can do when he's bloody built like a Coke machine, and he's bloody...
And he drinks
he's not the tallest guy in the world or can jump the highest, but for a guy his height, that nobody can ever really consistently exploit that weakness.
Agree.
Now, somehow Hammer caught that kick in the wet, and I think it was amazing. But I think that was the master stroke where I say, Billy, you know what? That was a really good decision to move Hammer to the wing and put him on that side.
He was pretty average defensively, though.
Yeah, Hammer's average defensively no matter where you put him. Did you see him on the weekend?
Yeah, but...
No matter where you put him, he's going to be average defensively. But if you can get the most out of him as a player in attack, and he scored bloody 2 tries on that side.
Yeah.
One of them was...
But he let in 3.
Yeah, he let in 3. But he's gonna let in 3 anywhere. But he's not. He scored 0. You know what you got from Hammer? You got this. You got a missing fucking people filing missing persons report for Hammer. People going to Bunnings and the fucking Hammers are sold out, mate, after game 1. Because that's what happens when you're defended by fucking Stephen Crichton. He marks you so bad that people file missing persons report.
We'll see when
His
Casey...
mum was like, "Where's my hammer? I don't see him."
We'll see when Casey gives him a bath this weekend.
Who?
You know who.
Who?
You know exactly who.
You know why I know who he is? Because I
gonna
laugh at how much of a hoggy he is, bro. And it's no coincidence this cunt started passing 3 games ago and you won 3 in a row.
You need to stop listening to this nonsense.
Is this fucking nonsense, mate?
Look,
How many games did you lose because you wouldn't pass?
a few.
No,
Yes, we did.
No,
We
no,
lost
no.
to the
Yes, you
Cowboys.
fucking did. The Cowboys game you would have won if he wasn't a fucking selfish cunt.
one then, not a few.
No. Multiple.
There's been a few.
Multiple games.
As I said before,
He
I
lost
You
to
need
you
to stop.
multiple games.
Casey slander needs to stop. He's going to be the best center in the world one day. Mark this word. Clip
Mate,
that up.
what's the world? Like a fucking atlas? Like a fucking globe that you
clip this
fucking
up.
spinny?
Critter's better than him right now, but Casey's going to give him a bath on the weekend.
Is Casey New South Welshman?
No, he's Kiwi. He scored 4 tries in the boo for the Kiwi.
Against who? That doesn't count.
no look.
That's like saying, oh yeah, I scored 4 tries in A grade. No.
Exactly.
I love Casey McLean, but
No, you
there
really
were faults.
don't.
I do. No, you
No
just
one loves Casey McLean. Not
I
even
do.
his
not
own brother.
more
I
than
do.
this guy. More than this guy. You think I glaze, bro?
Casey's my guy. Blaze is the 18th of
How many guys do you have, mate?
30, top 30 squad. And about 30 from other clubs who have taken all our players. Yeah, where would you be without us?
Still all right. There's always other
everything-
other clubs to sign players.
Not
for,
everything
mate.
counts, but everything matters, mate.
So
All that matters is they didn't want to stay at Penrith.
Oh,
we couldn't afford him. That was the difference.
Yeah, but you could afford Tungo, huh?
Don't.
wrong with
We
that?
made one mistake. We
One
still won a comp without him.
One mistake, bro.
1-8. We won a couple of comps with Tago.
No, like
No,
without
but
Critter.
like, without
I know.
Critter.
I know. I agree. I actually agree with that one take that you've got. Yeah, we probably
It's
should.
all right.
We probably should have reset.
It was the.
But by the way, boys, like we haven't said a nice thing about Queensland yet. They did like what I did with the
Can I?
yeah, go.
Kurt Capewell, unbelievable.
Great, right? I had him in my game 1 team
What about
for
the
a fucking reason.
shot he put on Payne Haas?
Yeah, he's
Wow.
fucking. I think he's a guy that lives for Origin, bro. And he's been in all of like the underdog.
You know where he
wins.
got that from?
Fucking Penrith, mate.
Ivan.
Yeah. But he's fucking good, mate. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of people give him shit, especially JC for the glory hole incident. But mate, I didn't put much into the missed tackle stack because they defend very similar to us with like mad scramble. But I think he was amazing, bro. And
Where'd they get that from as well?
Penrith, mate. Penrith. But so did we.
I know, that's what I was
Yeah.
getting at.
Yeah, and it was the battle of the scramble this week. But no,
who won it- who won it last week?
and there's another Kurt. I just want to see Mitch give him some props. There's another Kurt, mate, that plays for Queensland, number 14, second oldest debutant. This can't
I don't know what you're talking about.
He doesn't like Kurt, man, mate.
No, I don't not like. No,
No,
I
no.
didn't know you were talking about. Sorry, I was lost. No, he played ball. Played ball.
Yeah, he was lost, mate. This guy
played
fucking
well.
knows every player in every league, but he doesn't want to. He played what?
He played well. He did. He played well.
Where did he get that from? Not Newcastle.
Probably Melbourne.
No, the Dragons.
Yeah.
But no, it was when I swear to you, and I think Billy got a little bit lucky
Yeah, he did.
because there's no way he was gonna sub out Liera in the first half, bro. So, and we were 16-0 down, and then fucking Olmate gets elbowed in the head, so then he's got to get HIA'd. So the fucking HIA made the sub for him to bring Kurtman on at the worst fucking possible time.
Him
for
and
a
Harry
Bruce fan.
Grant. Him and Harry Grant started running amok around that.
Oh,
middle.
bro, when he's up against tired forwards that are under the pump, I'm telling you, he's like the forwards version of fucking Benji Marshall, mate. No one can catch him,
Hang
bro.
on.
No one can touch him. I just wanted to. I don't actually think that.
Oh,
I just wanted
I
to
was
see
gonna
Mitch's
say,
reaction.
fucking pull the
but
brakes.
He's got mad footwork, bro. He's a problem at lock when he comes off the bench, mate. That's what he was, mate. He set up one try, and his leg speed and his quick play the balls and his fucking just the Kurt mannerisms, mate. You like that pun? Pun intended.
What do you really call him? Horman or something, isn't it?
Nah, I call him Kurt Zalme.
Zalman.
Because Zalme means man in Arabic. Like, I'm a man, I'm a Zalme. Kurt Zalme.
I probably should know that.
It's the Kurt mannerisms, mate. All right? Yeah, it was great. And yeah, we got behind 26-6, mate. We rallied back. It was mad. The refs were against us. We had the worst first half possible by a fucking Origin team. Nobody could hold a ball. 2 kicks out on the full. One by your boy. One by my boy.
That was in the second half.
Well, yeah, still. 2 kicks out on the full. The boys were just not on.
I just think if it was a dry track, we would have won.
Yeah, 100%.
I think if it was raining, if it wasn't raining, I think we win by 20.
But it's also raining for the other team too, bro.
Yeah. The Dogs are hoping it's not raining Thursday. But,
Yeah.
I'm not fucking hoping for fucking rain.
Props to the money man. He was great. Like, it was a different Munster. Like, he's just even his focus and stuff when he was walking out on the field. Like,
Captain.
he was just in a different mind frame. He's in a bit of a different beast.
I said the only way we lose is if Munster does Munster things, and he did Munster things again. I would have lost a crap ton of money if I didn't hedge my bet with a $25 Cameron Munster man of the match bet. Thank goodness I did that, because at least I got something.
Something back in return.
At least I got something back, you know?
Let me ask your opinion. What do you guys think of Tom Dearden being in the role?
He was carving the first half. He was on fire, I thought. I thought his first half was outstanding.
Yeah, I think he definitely took a backseat to Munster, but he did his job and he did it really well. But they had so much momentum and so much full position. Like, it would have been, if he didn't carve up then, when the hell is he going to carve up? You know what I mean?
Fair.
And we've said, Tom at 7 is a little bit worrying, because he just, like, the kicking game isn't very good, like long distance kicking. And he's just learning how to play the position at a high level. And we've seen the last 3 weeks on the Cowboys, he's really struggled. Now, in Origin, he was damn good in that first half. And you get elite defense from him. But I don't know if that's his position in Origin long term.
What were your thoughts on KP?
I think he was solid.
I agree.
But I've never seen him drop that many high balls in the game.
He's still not himself.
Yeah, I would be belting every kick at him. Every kick.
I don't think I've ever seen him
like
even
what the
drop
Tigers did to Weeks this week, you just gotta do that to Kalen.
Yeah.
Because he dropped the first one, and then he went on tilt a bit. But he carried the ball good, and he had that one really good run on the left side. I think it was in the first or second half, and I'm like, dude, their fourth tackle
what
carries.
other half would it be?
Bro, their fourth tackle carries were fucking us coming out of their own end, because they would go one out, then quick play the ball, fucking either a really good run or like they shift it and just make 20, 30 meters. We really struggled keeping them in their own half that first half. But then second half, we just really started to win that battle in the middle, because we just stopped dropping the ball and stopped giving away penalties. And all of a sudden, fucking Ashley Klein puts his whistle away and we start winning. No coincidence,
He blew
mate.
it out. The P was gone. You couldn't blow it anymore.
Yep, and like I think that left side was doing really well, and I really wanted us to see us go left a bit more. The one guy that really pissed me off that we haven't spoken about was Connor Watson. When he came on, I was expecting a lot more out of him.
No Connor Watson.
My goodness, brother. That
Connor
short
Watson
side 3 times in a row.
Your boy was calling for it. That was all critter.
Mate, your job is to get it into the hands of your halves, mate, as a hooker. 3 fucking short side plays in a row. I wanted to stab my eyes out, man.
Critter was overcalling it.
Cause you can tell.
You can overcall.
You can pretend you don't fucking hear him. Go to your fucking halfback. 3.
There's no. Hey,
if you're the hooker, it is no one's fault but yours.
Cut the mics.
No. I got to agree with Freddie.
Fault but yours. You dictate where the ball goes, not your teammates, mate.
As a
3 short sides in a row, I want to stab my eyes out.
As a person that did play dummy half in the juniors,
mate,
Kenny,
you
look out. Mitch Kenny.
You play to your halves. You don't listen to the centre and the wingers because they're not getting the ball as much. You pass it to the playmakers.
We desperately needed to get the ball to the playmakers in that set. That was the worst set I've ever witnessed in my lifetime. And I've witnessed some bad sets. And then one other thing, like, look, we had some pretty bad sets, and I was just expecting a lot more from Connor this game when he came on now. In all fairness, it's his first bad game in Origin. But some of these decisions were a bit like comical at times, bro. And that short side play where he went short side 3 times in a row, I just wanted to stab my own eyes out. I hope he doesn't do that again.
Mate. He was getting overcalled by Critter.
Mate.
His role when he comes on is to come on and be erratic and cause chaos. That's his role, and so
it's also to follow the team guide and follow the game plan.
The game plan obviously was him to come on and cause chaos and be erratic. He had 5 runs. He came on. He only played 15, 20 minutes. He came on and ran the ball, and he's getting overcalled by Critter there on the blind side. Like I obviously the result didn't turn out the way it was, but if Critter gets the ball and scores there, like he can. Like, who's to say Critter can't do that? He's done that in multiple big games.
Of course.
Like, it obviously didn't turn out, the outcome didn't eventuate how New South Wales wanted it to, and potentially it wasn't the right play. But we're not copping just blowing up at random players because he passed it on the fucking short side
3 times in a row. That's a bad set, but
look,
that was a set.
It's a bad set, but his job is to come on and be erratic. Come on and cause chaos. That's his role.
Yeah, I know, but there's no way Critter was calling for it more than his own halves.
Critter's not that type of player where he would call for it 3 times.
If he's hearing Critter's voice over Natho's, then maybe Natho doesn't want it that much. Maybe he doesn't want the pill, mate. maybe the goatness has run out.
Mate, the goat... Okay, you've crossed the line.
Maybe the goatness has run out, mate.
Mate, the goatness has never run out.
Now his excuse is, I'm injured. I'm just messing with you. See, I just want to see them. I want to make them feel like the way I felt like for many years, So,
how are you going to continue to feel like on Thursday?
Mate, I don't even think he's going to play respectfully, but
I think he plays.
Well, we got Blaze anyway. It's fine.
Blaze and
that's all right. You can have Blaze.
The 18th immortal.
The 18th immortal, mate.
Mate,
I'll say one thing, but can we please stop using Payne Haas like he's a back rower? Like, the guy runs 50 times a game. He doesn't need to be getting fucking short balls, like hitting fucking holes like he's a fucking back rower, bro. He lost the ball 2 or 3 times. Like, a cunt that never loses the ball, by the way, lost it like 2 times in one game. And I'm telling you that one on the left side in the first half, if we had just hit Latrell there, we're scoring, right? But we hit fucking Payne, and it's like he doesn't even expect it because he's running a decoy in his head, right? And that's what he should be, just be a decoy. And in 2 times, bro, in 2 try-scoring situations we went to him, I just didn't get it. I just don't think it's making the most out of Payne Haas's skill set. The Broncos have been using him like that all season. He hasn't scored from one of those actions once. So I think I'm not a big fan of using him like that. Use him as a decoy, no worries. But we were killing them out wide. I don't understand why we went away from it and started hitting forwards, especially when we're only 2 points away, right?
What was your thoughts on I think it was Lomax potentially got hit high, like 30 out in front, didn't blow a penalty, like 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, I think it was 3 minutes to go.
Yeah,
like on the 40 or whatever. I didn't think it was high. But I think if
in a club game, that's nearly a sin bin.
Yeah, but this ain't fucking club, mate. This is fucking
State of
Origin. He blew
out of the whistle in the first.
Yeah,
half.
I know. But we're wearing a blue jersey, which means he's blind all of a sudden.
You'd be used to that.
He's colourblind to the colour blue.
It's like how the Dogs get refed every week. Get carried.
Although we have a referee that we have a single-digit win percentage with in 10 years.
Yeah, and he literally gave you a 13-2 penalty count against Para last week.
We didn't have a 13-2 penalty count.
He did.
No. Was it? It was 10-3. Something like that.
Oh, that's not much better.
Well, it was when you have all the pressure. But the thing is, the year before that, it was 10-2 and we won, mate, and they had 10-2. What was the penalty count against Parramatta?
I'll find it right now.
No, we got Joey for that, mate.
Yeah, the stats man. But yeah, as long I just don't understand why the NRL know that a lot of people have a problem with Ashley Klein. They know that he has terrible games. They know that he refs poorly, or that he's had so many poor games over us.
It was 10-5. It was 10-5. Actually, no. It was 12. It was 12-6. No, you got to include the ruck infringements and shit. It was 12-6. 12-6.
Yeah, I just tried to. But yeah,
not that bad. Gaps happen. Gaps happen, bro.
Yeah, but
gaps happen. But But when you have momentum, gaps happen. But then we had all the momentum for a whole half, and we got 2 penalties.
Yeah.
Make it make sense, brother.
And that's what I'm
and
saying.
they're saying, what about the 6 agains? Well, a penalty is worth more than a 6 again, and 3 of our set restarts won first. 3 of them won first. But good job, Queensland. I still think Blues 13 plus. And yeah, we might as well just move on. Anything else anyone wants to say about Origin?
Well, as I was saying, I think, I don't know why the NRL just keep picking Ashley Klein. They have a big enough...
Didn't we already touch on this?
Yeah, I don't...
What about his well-being?
Because he's being picked for game 3, and I just think... I don't understand why they just keep going back to him. I just don't get the mentality behind that. So, yeah.
What I've got one more thing. What was your thoughts on Aaron Woods having a crack at Slats?
I'm fine with it.
Slater's come back.
I think Slater was fucking rattled, obviously. Now, it didn't fucking age well for me because I said he's rattled and Blues are 13 plus. If your coach is rattled like this, imagine your playing group. But, yeah, I'm all for it, bro. More fucking beef. And I think fucking Billy Slater had a little where, and I said he couldn't play in a prime Call of Duty lobby. Because he's having a where about getting fucking called a grub, which is a totally fucking normal fucking word to be called.
There's literally
in the
a
NRL.
player called
I had
Josh Reynolds.
Erland Tekers is literally asking me if grub, because he thought grub didn't mean anything. It's just a word you call a dirty player, and he's asking me, is grub like a bad word or something, bro? I don't know why I made him sound fucking
accent was
Kiwi.
that?
I made him sound
He's
Kiwi.
English, bro.
Sure, cuz.
Excuse me, bro. Oi, bruv, is grub a bad word or not in it? I said, oi, nah, bruv. It's a good word for dirty players. That's it. There you go, mate.
In it, bro.
Get me an EastEnders. In between us. Fucking, but yeah, nah. There's literally a player with that as a nickname, and he embraces it. Fucking grow up, Billy, and then he's fucking playing the Paul Green card.
Yeah, that's
Fuck
too
me,
far.
that's mental bro. That's fucking mental warfare. This cunt hasn't been the same since the glass houses shit.
You know what though? I totally agree with everything there, but Billy's the way he handled it on game day, he called Amanda Green, apologised. He also held a press conference. I think he made an error and he fronted up and
I respect that.
He owned it. Yeah.
Still rattled, but
Yeah.
That was his first win since
the glass houses.
Do Queensland make any changes?
Nah,
As per program.
they won.
But yeah, they've won. But as you said, we still would have rattled them in the second half.
Mate, I'm just saying, you hear them talking. Walsh is injured, bro. I'm not picking him.
I wouldn't either, but
He was fucking
Even healthier.
He had some shit kicks yesterday, as well. But he also had some mad ones, right? But his first half wasn't very good. Plus,
that
his
when he's
knees
fit.
mega strapped. His knees mega strapped, bro. He shouldn't have played yesterday, but he did. But fucking good on him because he fucking rallied and had a good second half. But the thing is like, you hear what the Queensland players will say. Oh yeah, testament to our D. You know what I mean? The boys dug deep. We defended well, got a win. I think Hammer said that. I'm like, brother, you fucking conceded more tries than you scored, mate. You won because Ahoshar Muta, Zach Lomax was a new kicker.
Which I don't know what the go is with our kicking game.
I don't know, mate. Some just players just don't have that dog in them.
Yeah.
Boys,
Next thing!
Tigers v Raiders. We're talking about the NRL now. Now, mate, Mr. Shane Flanagan, this is how you do a father-son thing, mate. He Jed Stewart debuts versus the Tigers, and he scores, and everyone's happy. Good on him, Jed. Great debut. I think the fucking Tigers got hard done by. I'm just put it out there.
in what world?
I just think they got hard done by. They had that 40-20.
I think they were the better team.
I think they were the better team. The Raiders completely clocked off. I think after that first 20, they really started to struggle. And then they if they started Latu Finu instead of Heath Mason, they would have won this game.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, Latu was really good.
Latu, the game completely changed. Literally, the second Heath Mason came off, glue hands Heath Mason. Loves a run. Does not know how to play six at all because the 6 and 7's meant to create for their team. And this bloke only wanted to create opportunities for himself by running. Now, he's young. I think fullback's probably his best position. And I think we found Latu Finu's best position, mate. It's either going to be in the halves or at lock. But most importantly, his best position is on the field for 80 minutes a game.
I think he has to be in there next to Luai.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way for him. And as you said, when he came on, he just absolutely dominated. And I think they ran out of time. I don't think they lost the game. They ran out of time.
Yeah, just like the Blues, eh?
Yeah.
And yeah, brother, I just think that the fucking Appy Coruscant captain's challenge sheet where he was on the floor and they threw the ball at him or kicked the ball at him, I don't think that's anything. I don't think that ever warrants a set like a restart of the tackle count. And I don't think that like they had a 40-20 that was a 40-20 and they've gone out of bounds to save it. And I don't know how the touchy missed it. I don't know how the bunker missed it.
That's some
But
Draymond Green type
that would have been that was a KD thing, you know, when they run out and his foot's mega out and he saved the ball against the Rockets.
It was the Draymond Green as well when he's ran out and threw the ball back in.
Yeah, but I think the major one that everyone memes is KD.
Oh, yeah.
And then it was also like Cody Walker's field goal, drop kick attempt where the cunt ran 20 meters out and fucking batted it back in. I just don't understand how you can miss that with all the tech that we have with a touchy and a fucking ref
And a bunker.
I don't know how you can miss it. And I think that shit was fucking playing on their mind. But one thing's for certain, as soon as Latu Finu was in the halves with Jerome, they were the better team.
Yep.
They won the battle in the middle. They really needed to try savers and big performances from their two props in Tapane and Papali'i. And I think Papali'i was probably the best player on the park for the Raiders.
Tom Starling was the best player on the park.
Yeah, I think him and
Starling
Papali'i was amazing, bro. But yeah, I can't believe they're actually going to let Papali'i walk, man. That one really upsets me.
I don't reckon they will. I reckon he'll re-sign.
Like, surely they re-sign him.
He's got to retire there. Like, you'd think. He's done so much for them.
And I don't think this is out of Ricky's hands.
If it was up to Ricky, he would stay.
Yeah.
Because
I don't think it's up to Ricky.
Because wasn't it when Ricky was at Parramatta, he was going to go to Parramatta and then he didn't and he stayed and then Ricky ended up coming back to coming to the Raiders again. Like, he's been there for a long time. And it's one of those it's like one of those players where you just re-sign. It's not about how good he is. It's just let him finish there.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, yeah, I hope he doesn't walk.
He makes them
Where do you
better,
reckon he
bro.
goes if he does walk?
He'd look good in
England.
pink.
England.
He'd look good in pink.
England?
He goes to England.
Doesn't play for...
I don't think he'll play for another NRL team. No. I think he'll go to England and he'll just be like Payne Haas there, bro.
Imagine if he joins fucking Rory Hargraves.
Yeah.
He's retiring.
Is he proper retired?
Jazz is retired.
Oh, damn. Then never mind. But yeah, he would absolutely kill it there, as you said.
Yeah, bro. But you mentioned Finu's best spot is next to Luai. I have a feeling, it's just a gut feeling, that they're going to be getting a new halfback before June 30. But they're going to have to act quick, but I wouldn't be surprised if Toby Sexton was the top. Speculation.
Jeez, they turn quick on their own.
No, nothing. I'm not saying that's what they
own.
should do or what they shouldn't do. I'm just saying I think this is what the team will do because I know that they don't see Toby Sexton as the long-term future of the club. Plus, apparently he's been asking for a little bit too much money than what is, what I think.
Gotta feel bad for that man, bro. Like, he would be going from a team that, like, let's be honest, is in contention for the premiership to the West Tigers. Like, and not to shit on the West Tigers, but they're not a top 8 team for at least another 2 years. And I gotta feel bad for him, especially all the, like, because, okay, maybe not you, but there's a lot of Dogs fans that have completely just turned their back on him since they've got, we got a special new toy in Galvin.
Yeah,
feel bad
but we're not going to keep him. So I would prioritize the guy that we are going to keep, and that's what I think we'll do this weekend.
Yeah,
I think Toby might be on the bench or he might be out of the lineup altogether. We won't know until tomorrow because we're recording this on a Monday. But Galvin is the future. Galvin and Burton play together. It's that simple. Yeah, I'm not picking Toby. I don't even think we're like, all right, Toby's a
do you reckon
player.
does he go on the bench if you start Galvin and Burton?
I think he might go on the bench.
I just don't see us dropping him. No way.
I think we might drop him or he might be 18th man or something. I don't know what we're going to do with him. It's a tough situation to have. It's a good situation. But me personally, I think that he's going to the Tigers and then their reserve grade hooker, Talon De Silva, is going to come to the Dogs and he's in the slot right.
I just don't understand.
He'll start at the Dogs.
Straight away.
fuck you're
That's
loyal.
what I think. we're
I
gonna
don't
do.
understand
Fuck
how.
you're loyal.
There's 2 players.
There is
How
chaos
have
in
you been able to
Belmore.
sign all these players? You've just signed a player off the
Brother,
Dragons.
one is a fucking reserve grader, and the other one is a reserve grader. And like I said, one player is going somewhere for another player, which means his contract off the books, another contract on the books. It's like you don't lose. It's not like you don't lose. No one's the wiser, mate. They'll probably be making around the same coin. So
Yeah, the contract would be similar.
come on, man. It's fucking.
But
And you were assigning all these players, mate. We had so much room in the cap last season. Like we made top 8 last season with like a lot of money to spare.
We'd have made it to spend 1.2 million to try and buy Ben Hunt or Pappenhausen. We had the money.
Yeah.
We had money, bro.
I know
Because you look at our fucking top earners and then go look at fucking Manly's and you'll be it is that simple. You look at Manly's fucking books, then you look at our books, then it becomes very apparent why we're under the cap. Because we have no $1 million players, we have no 900k players. When you have 2 players on the books as it stands right now that's on over 800k, kick out that's on 800, and Critter that's on 850. Matt Burden's on 750. Our Lachlan Galvin's on 750. Our fullback's on fucking pennies. We don't know exactly how much, but he can't be on more than 400. And Reed Money's on 625. However, Reed leaves this off-season, which is very, very high chance of happening. And then you go get a guy like Talon De Silva who's not going to be on that much. You fucking have your spine positions no one over 750
I would just love the NRL just
to make it all public.
make it all public. Just,
I know.
just stop the speculation. Just
But then
allow.
Isaac Moses wouldn't have a job.
You would have plenty of jobs. It's all about maximizing the amount of money you make, mate. And that's what agents do. Isaac Moses is just the Rich Paul of the NRL, mate.
You just know.
But Isaac Moses, like Lachlan Galvin, took way less money to come to us.
What did he take? Like 300,000 less?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, 250, whatever you want. I don't know if it was
What-
1 or 1.1, but
Weren't we talking about Tigers Raiders?
yeah, we were. That's what happens. But I think that Latu Fanu,
What
bro,
about the shot on Hudson
he
Young?
is way bigger than what other people think. Like, people think he's some small little cunt. Bro, this guy's solid. Like, fucking solid. And he fucking whacked Hudson Young so bad the guy was going to vomit. He was fucked. Like, on the ground, like,
Has there been
fucking
a
on
report
it.
about what was wrong with him?
Bro, something in his midsection, mate. That's for sure.
I don't know if Physio posted it. It's
Oh, he's got a fucking... He has a... He's got a pelvic injury. His dick bone.
Overuse.
Underuse potentially.
Osteitis. Yeah, okay.
His dick bone's hurting, mate.
His third leg's
You know, he
injured.
fucking injured his dick bone. Fucking
Getting fucked by Latu.
Latu Fanu, mate. Fucked him.
It bruised the inflammation of the pubic bone.
Isn't that what Munster had in the shower? Didn't he have something similar?
They had a groin strain.
A groin strain after falling out of the shower or something like that. But
Yeah, fuck. John Moore fucking tore his Achilles in the shower, mate.
yeah.
What they be doing in the showers, bro? But rest up, Hudson Young, mate. But I just felt like, look, it wasn't the best game in the world, but it was a tough, gritty game. I actually really enjoyed it, and it was a shame that the Tigers couldn't get it done. I saw a lot of Tigers fans having a whinge about Buller. I think he wasn't that bad at all.
Honestly, the
I think-
Tigers fans could win the lotto and still whinge.
Yeah, well, fuck, man. They've been bad for 15 years, mate.
20.
Fuck me dead, bro.
2005 last time.
Yeah, but no, you can fucking be all right and not fuck. Like, they just want to make the 8 cuz. They're like us last year. Fuck, man, just making the finals. Like, being in a finals game last year. Do you know,
As I
you know
said-
how happy I was? I didn't even give a fuck that we lost. I went to a fucking Accor stadium with my fucking stick, fucking 10-meter stick that I found on the side of the road when we were walking.
It was like Moses, bro.
Yeah, I was like Moses.
Well, you walked in the stadium with a stick.
No,
No, he walked to the
walked
stadium.
and then they told me to take the stick away. So I put it on the side. Like, I hit it somewhere. And then when we lost, we came back out. I'm like, fuck, man, the only way I'm going to be cheered up is if the stick's there. And the stick was still there. But, yeah, unlucky Tigers. I think it's only going to get worse for them because of their draw.
It's a bit of a disappointing game from the Raiders, though. Like
They came off a bye, bro. I'll give them... they're allowed to have a bad game. Most important thing is they got to win.
Their first half was elite, though.
First 20 was elite.
Yeah.
Then they fell off.
They came out firing.
Then they fell off. Boys, the next game was Panthers.
great
But
game, man.
really, it was the Warriors versus the Panthers B team and then it became the Warriors B team because they copped a few injuries in the middle of the game. I don't know if NRL Physio said anything about Metcalf.
Oh, I'd say pull it up again.
Because that cunt was fucked.
Yeah.
He couldn't
DWZ as well, bro.
run. No, that was bad. And
was
then
so
the
bad.
unethical, but smart.
Look-
And you don't. I don't put it past them. I understand, but it's unethical.
At the game, so I was watching. Obviously, I was at the game. Like he was injured, and then we made a line break. We ran 40 meters. I thought they were going to stop the game. I thought the trainer was going to actually stop the game because he was going to get in the way.
But yeah, he got up.
But shout out to him. He got up on one leg and hopped to try save that try.
Yeah, and then he just he hopped like way out of the line, and then it was just fucked. Like
Yeah,
they were gone
like,
after that.
so-
But respect to DWZ. But yeah, they lost fucking near court 8 with the fucking now Keith head knock. They just fucking the power of friendship. Fucking bang. See you later, cuz knocked out.
They're hooking up. So
They were they had a fucking pash, mate. I'm surprised both of them weren't HI'd because that fucking
It was like Fred and
that
Flaxy at high
Taufa-
school disco.
that Taufa cunt, he was fucking he was concussed. That bloke, even though he didn't get HI'd, I think he was like genuinely like showing symptoms of concussion. Then they lose fucking Wateni. What's Wateni's injury?
But it's a suspected syndesmosis.
That's what I thought it was. So that's like.
That looked like a bad one, but
It
like
was
the
so
one
bad.
that needs surgery.
And not only that, he injured it and then he got up and tried to run on it. So he's
that's
probably
worse.
aggravated it. So he's probably out for
The club hasn't said anything. Also on Metcalf,
he's out probably for a while.
no, apparently it's a cork. It's not like apparently the Warriors are suggesting it's just a cork. It's
Yeah,
not
okay,
a,
well that's good.
That's probably good.
Like
for them.
like a turbo curl.
Yeah, well he couldn't fucking move or run or kick or do anything, so he was just a bystander, innocent
so
spectator like
all-
Cooper
all
Cronk in the
I've heard-
2018 finals.
All I've heard for the last
No,
2
no,
minutes
wait.
is
I'm-
you just take all
I'm
these
leading
excuses.
into it, man. I'm
All these
leading
excuses.
into it. I'm leading into it. All right, so they had a tough pill to crack because it is a little bit easier to plan for outs that you know you're going to have than outs that you don't. And I sort of think, yeah, but basically every Warriors player that wasn't Demetric Valmanga and fucking Chanzi was
Or Fisher Harris had a good game.
Fisher was good. Fisher was good. I saw, and Jackson Ford was actually all
What
right.
do you mean? Their back rowers were great. Laban and Helasima.
Oh yeah, they were good too. But the thing is, their impact was not felt as much. They didn't take as many carries
Yeah,
as
because they're up.
Laban was taking mad carries. And Hellas,
Yeah, what are you
He
talking
scored a
about?
mad
What game
try.
were you watching?
bruh, Laban, like I wanted to see a bit more from him, even though he fucking scored and stuff. Like if they were gonna win that game,
Blaze gave him the flu as well.
yeah, I saw that. I'm loving Laban, mate. But the real reason they didn't lose was not because they were shit, or it was because Penrith were good. It's they were missing one man, and he was playing Reggie's. That's why they didn't win, because they didn't have Bunty.
Mate, I got a
You
photo.
get
with-
everything you fucking deserve because you didn't play Bunty.
You know what?
To
He
make
gave.
it worse, he fucking if it couldn't get any worse for Bunty right now, he got a photo with Flax.
Mate,
Oh.
mate, he gave.
So that's fucking rock bottom, mate.
Nah.
That's fucking rock
You
bottom.
know what? Screw you, because I took a photo with him and I was like, oh, Fred says hello, and he had a big smile on his face after that. So, yeah, go fuck yourself.
I got a big smile on my face, mate. I got a big smile on my
Anyway,
face.
can we get talking about the Panthers?
Yeah, good on you, Panthers. The B team, legitimate B team, won.
Milky Jenkins,
Um,
outstanding. Casey
again,
McLean, you
Milky-
are a
We did what the
superstar.
was.
Casey McLean, you are a role player. Pass it to the superstars. Pass it to Milky, and look what happens. You are not him, Casey McLean, and he's realised
is
that
him.
the last 3 games because the less is more, brother. Just fucking pass the ball, cunt, and you'll win games.
You want to know something? Ever since we started our Talking Cleary podcast, we haven't lost a game.
That's great. No, it's fucking spectacular. mate.
That's like your asshole right now.
Very thin.
But yeah, no, it was awesome.
The one player, and we touched on it, but the impact that Scott Sorensen's had on our left edge since coming back, both like mainly in defense, but the impact he's had, that's distracting.
keeping you awake
we're
here,
keeping you
Freddie.
awake,
Keeping you awake here, Freddie.
No, I've got something in my nose, but it's annoying me. I'm trying to dislodge it.
Just the leadership that Sorensen showed on that left edge, like since he's come back this last 3 weeks, has been outstanding. What is this shit?
You good?
I don't know. What's up with his hair?
Me?
No. Sorensen.
He shaved his head.
Bro, I don't know, bro. He just looks like. You know what he looks like? He looks like that Bruiser bloke.
No, he doesn't.
He looks like Bruiser. I fucking love Bruiser.
Oh,
They fucking benched Bruiser. I'm not gonna be fucking. He meant it. Like that Bruiser shit that Cooper
That's
Johns is
hilarious.
posting is fucking hilarious.
So good. Anyway, Mitch Kenny was great. Moses Leota, outstanding.
Mitch Kenny, great in the same sentence, mate. I mean, Moses Leota was probably your best player. Him and
I would've said-
Jenko.
Moses
I would've said
Leota-
Sorensen.
I would have said him or
I would
Jenko.
have said Sorensen.
Sorensen was mad too, and he's come up with some mad try savers the last couple of weeks. But
He scored 2 tries
Jenko,
and all effort.
did Jenko score a hat trick this week?
No,
No, last week against the Tigers, or 2 weeks
He
ago.
scored 2 this week, but
one.
He scored 1.
Jenk-
Sorensen scored 2.
Sorensen scored 2.
you know, what, give it to Sorensen, mate.
What? Did you even watch a game?
I did. I think I'm getting it mixed up with the Tigers game too.
Yeah,
Because I really fucking enjoyed that game and I rewatched it. Like I rewatched the whole
You need to get a job.
the whole thing. I watched that at fucking 2:00 in the morning on Saturday
Why?
because I just really wanted to watch that
Get
game
a
again.
life, brother.
Dude, I just really enjoyed
You
that
should
game.
just go to the Panthers Tigers game next time we play.
You're just sitting at home smoking a
It-
shisha watching the game.
No, I don't smoke shisha.
Oh, not anymore.
No, I was drinking a Pepsi Max and I was fucking playing TFT and watching the game on the
Fizzy
other monitor.
bubbly.
TFT.
Yeah, I was multitasking, man. I like multitasking when I watch shit. So,
What a guy.
so that's sort of why I'm mixing it up a little bit.
But yeah,
But Scotty was great in both those games.
He was.
And
Moses off the cuff, like pretty
yeah.
much.
But bro, Blaze was fucking gun, bro.
18th Immortal.
Again-
I text you. I messaged
Again,
you.
what
Again,
happens? Players
mate,
talk
you're
to
saying
me.
Text me. Okay. Can you please vouch for me from fucking week 1, cunt? What was I saying?
He was saying that he should be in the squad and he's going to be a gun.
That's why you trust what Ivan does. When he came into first grade, he wasn't doing this. He wasn't playing the way he is. Ivan knows how to bring a player through the grades.
He was playing like this.
No,
but
he
he
wasn't.
just couldn't tackle.
yeah.
Oh,
He was playing like this on a shit team. They were playing on
No,
the fucking wing and
the
shit.
start of this year.
They were playing him in the wing and in
The
the
start of
centers,
this
mate.
year, he played a couple of games and he wasn't playing like he is right now.
Yeah, because
'cause they
his
didn't stick him in
confidence
six,
was
though.
low
You needed
because
to-
you fucking dropped him for no reason.
You,
For fucking Jack Cole.
You trust the greatest coach has ever been. He's the one who taught your
Greatest coach has ever been,
There's
man.
only-
He's crazy.
There's only one that's won 4 in the NRL era.
Yeah, but fucking there's ones that have won plenty more than that.
In the NRL era.
Yeah, not in a row, but plenty more.
In the NRL era.
Oh wait, some of them are probably stripped from Bellamy. Eh?
Exactly.
Most in the NRL era.
He'd be the same as
So
Bellamy.
so Bellamy made 4 grand finals in a row,
Bellamy
won
does
2.
4 as well.
But those got one of them. got
Wayne
stripped.
hasn't done anything in 20 years.
Yeah, but Wayne nearly winning with Wayne winning with
I'm
the
only,
Dragons.
I'm only
pretty
joking
big.
about that, by the way.
Yeah.
It's been 15.
Yeah.
But no, honestly,
Wayno's gun, bro.
we trust the process with Blaze. Like, honestly, the
I
way...
would have trusted him from round 1. That's the thing. You're playing fucking Brad Schneider.
Yeah, you know what
and
confuses,
Jack Cole
you know
over
what-
that cunt,
You know
bro.
what confuses me? Ivan obviously had massive raps on Jack Cole at the start of the season to start him in first grade, right? He then, when we played the Storm, Jack Cole played on ball 7 and probably had his best game of the year. Why is Snyder playing, not Cole, now at 7?
Yeah, I don't know.
Schneider. So when they were playing reserve grade, they played Schneider and Blaze together. So they had a bit of chemistry together in Reggie's.
But these two have played NRL together.
Brad Schneider is just the Matt Frawley for Penrith.
That's,
The Matt Frawley from the 2018 Dogs, mate. All these cunts got is he gets the ball and his first instinct is to just grab the ball for some reason. Brad Schneider's his first instinct is to knock the ball on or put a bomb up to like the corner. Like whenever he's in the red zone, mate, his decisions aren't always the best. Sometimes he does shit and it pays off, but he just reminds me so much of Matt Frawley.
That's slander. Anyway, can we just... Is there 5 teams that can still win the comp, you reckon?
I think there's
I'm
6.
saying- Who's the 6th? Roosters.
Well, no, I'm going. I think the Dogs can win. I think the Broncos can win.
Broncos.
What?
Yeah, I think the Broncos can win.
You're kidding.
I think the Broncos
You've
can
been
win.
smoking way too much.
I
shisha.
think the Broncos can win. They just got to. They're gonna click in the
They
later.
can't tackle.
They're gonna click in the later
If they-
end of the season, and I just think they can win. I'm not saying they're going to. All right.
I mean, I
But
might have.
I don't. I'm more scared of me as a Dogs fan and the way we match up into them. I'm more scared of them as we are.
Oh,
to
that's
you.
why they fucking put 60 on them.
Yeah, but we know when they switch on, they can fucking play fucking rugby league properly, And when Ben Hunt comes, I think he's going to be playing in the hook. I think he's going to be playing hooker. And I think it's going to take them to the next level.
Okay, so Broncos, Panthers, Dogs, Warriors, Raiders.
No, I don't have Warriors.
They can't win it.
I don't think they can win it.
You don't have Sharks in there, sure.
No. So I have Storm,
Yeah.
Penrith, Dogs, Broncos. Who am I missing?
Raiders.
Raiders and the Roosters. I think the Roosters can win it.
Does Joey Manu sign before June 30th?
No. Joey Manu's not going to the Roosters. Joey Manu's going to the Warriors if he goes anywhere. And I'm not being disrespectful to the Warriors, but I just have seen them scrape by so many games. I just don't. I don't.
You guys?
Huh?
So have the Dogs.
Brother, what do you mean? We have an insane for and against, bro. We're like one of the best attacking teams in the comp.
Ripley, we believe you.
Yeah. All right, brother. I just don't know about the Warriors yet. I think they're gonna be there. I think they can make the semis, but I don't know if they can. I don't know
I
if
think the top
Warriors
four
can beat
stays
us.
unchanged.
I don't know if the Warriors can beat Melbourne. I don't think the Warriors can beat you guys, and I don't know if the Warriors can beat. I think those three.
Raiders.
Nah, but did they beat the?
No, Raiders beat them.
Raiders beat them both times, right?
Close, yeah.
But
Melbourne put 40 on them.
Melbourne really fucked them, and I think we do this. I think we're just a better version of them all around the park.
I think the top four stays unchanged, but I think they're similar to like a Sharks of last year, where they make the top four, but they're not going to go.
I think the Roosters with their newfound young guns. All they need is
So you think
if they go Sam Walker Savala, I think Sam Walker Savala would be a fucking
Is Sandon
lethal.
Smith injured though?
No, not major. It was just
No,
precautionary.
okay.
But I really like Savala, and I think it would just be a waste for him to be in the back row.
So do you think this is could be the first year that a team outside the four wins it?
No.
So you only think 3 teams can win it?
No. I think they can. I think teams outside of that four can win it. I just don't think they will. I think it's I think it's genuinely going to come down to us or Melbourne this year. I'm not saying that's going to be the grand final or anything, but the 2 teams most likely to win it are us and Melbourne.
You haven't played anyone yet.
We have.
You haven't versed us twice. You still haven't versed Melbourne.
We're going to beat you and because you fucking said about Melbourne, mate.
Yeah.
But the
To
thing
be
is,
fair,
like,
Melbourne.
I think Melbourne's going to win this year. I don't even think they've left third gear. And I think all of this shit that they're going through right now is only going to make them fucking lock in back into the year.
Cleary plays this week.
And we win.
No, hear me out. Okay. If Cleary plays this week, next week I'll wear a Dogs jersey if you beat us.
I will never wear another team's jersey.
You won't wear a Penrith jersey if we beat us. So you're not that confident then?
No, I will just never in any circumstance even put that on the
So you're not that
line.
confident?
Mate, I don't know
So
if
you're not
I'm
that
confident, but I will never put that on the line. You will never see me in another team's jersey.
Okay.
I can't do that, and I can't dye my hair because of work. If I wasn't working, like an actual job where
Would you dye your beard and then just shave it the next day?
No, I can shave my. I can shave my beard.
Yeah.
Shave it all together.
Shave an eyebrow?
No. I fucking have to
Well,
look respectable at work.
Dye your beard.
I'm not dyeing my beard.
And then shave it.
I'm not dyeing my beard, mate. I got fucking clients and shit that I'm gonna.
Yeah, that's
work
what I'm
with.
saying. Shave it after you
I'll
dye
just
it.
shave it. Why am I gonna fucking spend all that time dyeing my hair?
Because you've lost a bet.
I'll just shave my beard.
All right, we'll do that one then.
But are we doing a wager? I don't even want to do a wager for this.
Neither do I. Last time I lost, and
Yeah,
it was
you
pretty
lost
bad.
last
You
time.
aren't very confident.
I'm wagering.
Dolphins Knights, eh?
Dolphins Knights. We're not gonna talk about this one for too long.
Shocking shitfest.
What the fuck, mate?
Heg was Bradman best.
Mate, he was fucking lethal. But then again, they didn't.
Donny.
It was on fucking Donahue, mate. He was playing in the centres.
Wait,
Because
who's
Bostock,
versing it?
Bostock got injured, the poor bloke. What a fucking heartbreaking injury. Fucking, you could tell it was ACL right away, textbook shit.
Yeah.
I don't know why I've just gotten so
Is
good
Fletcher-
at diagnosing these injuries. Fletcher
Yeah.
Sharp, lacerated
You
kidney.
two doctors now.
Last time I'm fucking
Yeah,
trading
that's-
you in, you cunt.
You trading Sharp?
Bruh.
I traded
He got
him in, then he got
whacked.
injured last week, and I had him in the lineup, and then he came back, so I'm like, all right, I'm mad. He's not going to be out for too long. I'll keep him. And then fucking lacerated kidney.
How do you
It's not
think-
your fault, mate. It's not your
He's
fault.
a superstar, by the way. What
He's
a player.
he's like the most generational support player I've seen
He's the
since
best
Hammer.
ever. I said this 2 weeks ago.
Him and Hammer are like the best support players.
I reckon he's the best I've ever seen. Support
Yeah,
player.
he's just like a magnet to the ball, mate.
So fast.
But yeah, he played all right. Bradman was fucking great. Yeah, he was on fucking Donga. Donga really reminds me of Bruiser, mate. If there's anyone that reminds me of Bruiser the most, it's Donga. But yeah, mate. Congratulations to the Newcastle Knights. A fucking
Dom Young
much-needed
in old
win.
colours as well.
Tom Young Soup actually had a good game.
It's because they know how to use him.
I loaded up on that whole side because it's like Dom Young. He's already suspect defensively. What about now when he's in a new environment, a new old environment again, right? But he was fucking good on both ends. And Herbie, they kept him quiet. I don't think he got.
I don't know about that.
I don't think he got too much ball. He quiet
still-
on the score screen.
Yeah, he
If
didn't score a try, but he killed it on Supercoach.
Yeah, but if he didn't score, that's quiet now because he had the fucking mad streak, eight in a
game
row.
streak.
So he fucking ruined the record. They ruined the record for
The
him.
Knights
but
of
fuck, it
all
was
teams.
Cody scored again, didn't he? Cody Nicaragua.
Good. Yeah, first try. I think.
Do you reckon Nilso before the game was like worried they were going to get 50 put on him?
But their defense has been pretty solid, man.
Yeah.
So,
Their defense is
but I didn't expect them to win, obviously. But I said I didn't. I don't know if I picked. I probably picked 13 plus. But if I did, then I was thinking on the lower side, just because their defense is pretty sound. I didn't know they were getting Bradman back.
He definitely said 20 plus.
Yeah, he said 20.
I
I didn't know they were
wasn't
getting
here.
Bradman back. And fuck, see what happens when they fucking pass the cunt the ball, mate. Just fucking give him the ball. He's gonna make shit happen. Man of the match, lad.
The two grubbers he scored off on.
Mate, there was some fucking dodgy calls in this game, brother.
Phoenix played well. Phoenix Crosland
Yeah,
played
he
awesome.
played all right.
And shout out to the crowd as well.
He's like a good version of Kurt Mann.
Mate, I'm just saying, Kerman left. Newcastle got fucking worse. Dogs got better.
That is
Common denominator.
Oh,
Common denominator.
So Critter had nothing to do
Common
with that.
denominator. Common denominator.
Critter had nothing to do with that.
And they had nothing to do with Newcastle being bad.
Newcastle were always bad.
No, they made the finals the year before.
They did. They went all the way to fifth. Remember?
They fucking
Didn't
went.
they
went
come
10 in a
eighth?
row. They
Did
won.
they make the finals last year?
They won. No,
no, it was the year before.
the year before.
They came
won
eighth. They had
10
that
games in a row.
fairy. They had that fairy
They
tale
came
run.
eighth
That's right.
last year.
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
Those Cowboys
Oh.
week
They
one.
came eighth.
Last year.
Yeah.
They made the finals last year.
Yeah.
Cowboys beat them week one. Gago dropped the ball. Remember?
Yeah.
Fuck, I didn't even think they made the 8 last year.
I-
Come on, brother.
I
The
thought it
Knights
was
have
the
got
year
better
before.
since they got rid of Kurt
No,
Mann.
they got way worse. They win those 10 in a row.
They went fifth to eighth. So that's a 4.
So,
Fuck, man.
You know
So if
you know
we-
your shit,
If we
Fred.
had come fifth, we would have versus Newcastle.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Had a call. Week one.
That's
They would have
hilarious.
pumped you too, I reckon. He's no good in big games.
65,000 had a call. I don't know. That sounds like a pretty.
What,
yeah,
playing against the team
look,
coming
your
last?
crowd can show
They
up.
weren't coming last.
They
Oh,
weren't
second-
coming last.
I'll go
They're coming
second
last
last.
because they lost to us 2 times, mate.
Who?
Both of them.
Para?
And the South.
They're coming. Okay, second last. Sorry.
No, they're
Titans are
both.
last.
They're both shit because they lost to us twice, mate.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Actually, versus all three of them twice. We beat.
Exactly, which is exactly why you guys are first.
No, we're first because we fucking beat the Raiders. Come from behind. Win.
And you've had the
And
easiest
the
draw.
Sharks
in
And
the
what
league.
happened?
injuries.
What happened in that Raiders game?
We fucking demolished them in the second
You know
half.
what I'm getting at.
I know what you're getting at, but you're picking 1 or 2 games. You're not looking at the whole total body of work, mate.
Hey, that's the outline.
We would have won. We would have won against Manly if we had him last year. What do you mean, cunt? We had fucking Jamin Salmon missing tackles.
No,
left,
all you
right,
needed-
center.
Hey, J-Boy won a comp.
All you
J
need.
Boy won a comp. Then anyone can win a comp if J Boy won a comp. The weak
mate.
gutted dog, but we love him.
J-Boy won a
I
comp.
actually love
No-
him, and I was
no
gutted when he
J-Boy
got
slim.
hurt because he was actually playing good football.
No,
And I think it's crazy because he's probably going to come back to no spot.
no, he will.
He is actually going to come back to no spot, I reckon.
Ciro loves him.
But Ciro loves everyone else a bit more. He loved Drew Hutchison as well.
He clearly doesn't love Reed or Toby.
Yeah, or James Salmon hooker. I'd like James Salmon at hooker.
No.
Nah, I'm messing with him, bro. Yeah, he doesn't like those two. He didn't
Alright.
sign those.
Dolphins Knights, eh?
Dolphins Knights. That fucking forward pass call live, I thought it was forward, but that was not
Yeah,
forward.
I thought it was live as
That
well.
would have been a 6 try. But then the rugby league gods, they stepped in. Now, boys, Super Saturday was Super Saturday. Storm v Melbourne.
Storm.
v Melbourne. Storm. That's what he fucking. Oh, Souths versus Melbourne. Souths versus Melbourne was a gun game.
That was a good
Latrell
game.
literally carry job these cunts. Put them
Latrell,
on their back.
AJ, 4 try.
Yeah, who assisted every one of
I'm
those
kidding.
tries?
I'm kidding.
All of them.
Jerome Hughes assisted one of them.
That's true. It was the aura from the Chil Mitchell that telekinetically impacted the pass.
That edge, bro, that was insane.
Bro, swore far longer. That bloke needs to learn how to stay on his wing. Honestly, if they had Coates or Warbrick, they'd probably win this one convincingly. I lost a lot of money on this game, so we don't speak it.
So do I.
It's a pain to watch, but
You sound
man,
like an awful punter.
mate, it's that Melbourne game.
Everyone,
I was considering
let's be
retirement.
honest.
I was considering retirement.
Let's be honest.
I've never in my life put. And what happened as well was the Dolphins game. Everyone got voided because Bostock got hurt, and then Wateni also got voided.
Yep.
So then I had all this money and I couldn't withdraw it because I didn't technically like win
You didn't
or lose
win
it
it,
on the
so-
bet. So then I was like, "Fuck! I'm just gonna load up on Melbourne 13 plus and everything like that." And legit none of it.
Everything.
But I had my Souths bet. My South upset bet, which was looking good, but then they win. So,
Right,
that
I
was
think
stung a little bit.
I think Sportsbet and Dabble and all that, they made a big
Killing on this
big
game.
killing on this game because they absolutely like what happened. Can we talk about Storm now? A lot of people disagree with me, and it's not like a lot of people don't like this take.
Strap on in.
But
Here we
they
go.
have been absolutely terrible this year. Obviously, like
Because
look,
they have been.
they're
but-
in the
but
top
they've been-
four, but they haven't been.
Absolutely terrible.
They're in the top four
To their standards.
To their standards.
Mate, he sounds like Craig Bellamy right now.
To
Craig
their
Bellamy's going to
standards.
hire him for the coaching
They
staff.
have been
To their
absolutely
standards.
terrible
To their
this year.
standards.
Listen,
They've
brother.
made the top four, but they're not convincingly winning games.
They've had 3 buys too, and they've lost
Yeah.
big games too, and small games too. So,
They still got
have
the-
They're
not
in
been
third gear.
absolutely terrible this
but
year.
they're in third gear.
They're
But
timing
to
They-
their standards, they've been terrible,
third
man.
gear. They're in third gear.
But
They're in third gear.
I don't know. I genuinely think that this is the type of they might pull this stuff in finals, they'll lose a
I
game.
definitely think they might. But here's the thing, Rocky 4, you're looking at fucking Ivan Drago and you think, fuck, this cunt is impenetrable, mate. But then at the end of the first round, Rocky Balboa cut him. And he just heard Duke yelling, he's cut! And then he fucking laid into him a bit and then the round ended. And then he fucking sits down on the stool and Duke goes, you cut him! You hurt him! You see? He's not a machine! He's a man! That's the whole fucking NRL looking at Melbourne right now, mate. He's not a machine. He's a man. They're beatable.
Bro,
Of course they're beatable. They haven't won a comp
It's
in 5 years.
anyone's fucking game this year, mate.
like, look, against the Raiders beat them. Obviously, there was a Trent Liero mishap that allowed that to happen.
6 Trent Liero mishaps.
Well, that yeah.
in one game.
They haven't versed you guys yet, which is absolute joke, by the way, that they versed you
They-
once and it's in round 25 or
Always
whatever.
happens, and it's at Amy like every single year. We haven't
It'll be-
versed them.
it'll be-
We haven't
that'll-
versed them
that-
here.
that'll be
We haven't versed
42-6.
them here since like 21 at Belmore.
We beat
That'll be 42-6.
What was Adokar's first fucking round? First year. Oh wait, no. He was versing us.
if we
21. Belmore.
if we had a Cleary play for the whole game, we beat them earlier in the year. We still got them once more. We do.
It was at a court.
We lost by 6 points.
When the fuck did we verse? When did we verse them at Belmore?
In round, or I'm double checking now.
Wait, how much did we lose by at Acorn?
52 to 18.
Yeah, they used to
I reckon it
fuck-
might be a similar score at Amy, eh?
Brother, we nearly beat them with Drew Hutchison last year. That was last year's team. We lost because of
What's
Drew
wrong with
Hutchison.
Hutcho Ball?
You don't like
He's
Schneider.
a Yaris.
He's a fucking Toyota Yaris, man. Pass it to the fucking
Call
Ferrari
back.
cunt. That was when that you're not Andrew Johns. Fucking pass the ball, cunt. That was my rage. That was my rage
Mate,
at that game.
you think I've had a rage? Just wait till you hear
You
this
think
guy.
like JC reminds me of a younger version of me. When I used to have to watch these
You're a
cunts-
tame version of JC now.
No. But now I'm tame. But
Yeah,
when I
that's what I'm
first
saying.
started, I was fucking heated. Now I didn't fucking go in and have full on attacks on like Shane Flanagan and shit. Alright, but I was Ockenbaugh, the amount of videos I made and the memes that I made about Ockenbaugh, I'm surprised I didn't cop a ban for him.
Hey, also, we versed Melbourne at Belmore in 2017. That was like one of Josh Reynolds' like farewell games during that year.
Oh. Yeah, that was a good one.
No, we lost 12-6.
What was
Who cares?
Yeah, no, that was the one with the punch. Was that round 1?
Yeah, round one.
That was the one with the fucking someone punched Cassiano and they never
You
called
know
it.
that Melbourne aren't playing the Dogs till round 26.
Yeah, I know. Round
So-
25. Which is bullshit.
But yeah,
Don't hurry me up, mate. Only so we can hurry me up. I hurry you up.
but yeah, I honestly think I don't think they're going to be as big of a threat as you think they are in finals. I think what they lose round. I think
They'll
they lose.
beat you, but-
They make top 4. They lose game 1 in
They'll
finals.
beat you.
No.
They'll beat you.
No, if we have Cleary that
You
whole
have
game,
Mitch Kenny, you're not winning.
we have Cleary that whole game. We win them. We beat them in round 3.
We beat them.
We did. We also beat them last
Boys,
year in the grand.
Is AJ winning the grand final? I saw winning the grand final. What the fuck?
No,
is
he's
going
not,
on?
no, he's not winning the grand
He's
final.
not winning
but
the grand
he's going
final.
to be the
But is he going to break the record this year?
Yes.
Ken
Yes.
Irvine's record
Yes.
this year.
Do they rename the medal?
Yes.
Yeah, fucking earth, they
Yeah.
fucking rename it. It should be renamed the fucking cunt that's number 1. That's what I
The
think.
fucking cunt's number one.
It should be called the fucking
Just get
cunt
a
that's
trophy.
number 1.
The fucking cunt that's
Bryson
number
Goodman.
1.
Bryson Goodman 2009 for the fucking cunt that won number 1
So,
medal.
so you reckon in like 7 years' time it'll be called Tom Jenkins?
Nah, probably be called.
I was gonna say-
if there's one bloke it's gonna be named after, it's Loffy.
Loffy can't Pereira.
There's
Yeah, he's
one
already
cunt
got
that-
50. He's the
if there's-
fastest.
If there's
isn't
one
he?
cunt that's gonna break the record, it's that cunt.
He's
Because just think of it like this: he's on a dog shit fucking
But
team
he's not going to move.
with useless cunts, and he's fucking got
So is
50.
AJ?
AJ fucking played in some of the greatest teams ever.
He's also played in. Well,
and
like-
he started in 2014, bro, or 2012.
True.
yeah.
Was it 2014?
2014.
2014, literally, they were
He was
fucking
playing
amazing
fullback
that
though,
year.
wasn't he? Or
No, he started on the wing.
he went to fullback for a bit.
He went to
though.
fullback.
He would have already broken it.
2017.
He would have already broken it if he didn't play 2
Yeah.
years of fullback.
Yeah. He nearly went to the Tigers to play fullback too. And then he went to the Roosters to play wing.
So-
and then they
Realised
kept
he
him
can
both
just sit on
times.
the
So,
left
'cause
wing
Loft-
outside
Bro, the
Cody.
easiest mate.
Yeah, outside
Wayne
Cody and
Bennett
Latrell.
loves the left side. Cody and Trell, and my God, how good was Trell, bro?
Yeah, he was outstanding.
What a fucking player, bro. He nearly willed them to victory on his own. And he just missed the kick.
He's
So
unbelievable.
maybe I'm questioning whether he's got that. I think he's got that dog in him from the left side.
What about his field goal attempt? What
That
about
was
70
crazy.
meters?
That fucking went like 60 meters, bro.
We could trace a bullet.
This cunt is fucked. He's an anomaly, mate. What
Do you
a
reckon-
player. Unlucky he lost South Sydney.
Do you guys see that petition that's going around?
Yeah.
For the fans to storm the field.
Oh yeah, storm for AJ. What do you reckon about that?
Yeah, I think that should be a thing, mate.
They did it for Buddy Franklin
did
in
for
the
Buddy.
AFL when he got his 1000th goal.
I don't know who that NPC is,
Yeah,
but
but
mate, for AJ,
Okay,
AJ's a cool dude. And mate, I'd want to storm the field to celebrate, and I think the boys would
But
love that too.
do you think like obviously it depends what ground it is, but how do you think that will work? Would you like if you're doing an A-call, there's no way you're gonna get people storming the field at A-call. If you have it at if they're versing the Tigers by chance at fucking Leichhardt or at
No,
Combank,
I think they got gates and shit at A-Core.
yeah, but
I don't
I don't
reckon- they
think the
won't do
NRL's
it.
going to sanction it.
They're not going to do that shit, bro. The NRL's not cool. Next question.
Alright, you know what? How many tries do you need? You need 6 more, right? To
Yeah.
break the record?
No, I think it's 6 to tie 7 to get it.
Alright, you need 7 more.
So probably 3 games.
Alright, he's got Dolphins this week. I mean, so they're probably not going to.
Oh my goodness, Junior Tupou's going to play this week. But he's
And then.
he's going to be on a Sarko.
Do you reckon they're going to try
Both
force
plays
it
on a
though?
Sarko, huh?
Do you reckon they're going to start trying to force his or
They're
like?
doing it anyway. Yeah, they're already doing it anyway.
Have you not seen it in last ever since he came back from injury?
I reckon he'll do it against the Sharks is that at a call? Sharks game?
So what's the next 3 games?
Oh.
I'm thinking the week.
That one you can storm.
That one you could storm the
The
field.
one I'm thinking is when they versus Panthers at Combank. Do it
How
then.
can you storm at Combank?
Combank's hard to storm.
Get off the drugs, Joseph. Stop smoking that
Yeah,
shisha.
we're just used to Belmore
smoking that
storming
shisha over
after
there.
every game.
And then-
There's just Joseph in the corner smoking a shisha. Sorry, guys.
Hey, can't smoke.
We're good boys.
Well, then,
Very
maybe
sweat.
a brookie? I don't know.
Yeah, but they're not going to let
It won't happen,
It's
and
not
not
gonna happen.
and it won't happen at a away game either.
Yeah.
So
But-
What's with that do it?
Gosford's the best. If it's going to happen
Yeah,
anywhere,
It's not
I
happening.
don't think
I
It's
said
not happening.
if. Yeah, but if.
It's not happening.
So
It's not happening, Flax.
it's not happening.
Flax, it's not happening.
It's not happening.
That's right, it's not happening. Boys, Broncos, Sharks, in my opinion, game of the round. Fuck, I had a blast watching this
Didn't
one.
you say about the last game?
Nah, I think it was an amazing game, but this is my game of the round.
Okay.
I had an absolute fucking blast watching this one. honestly, Jaden Brayley, Blake Brayley, masterclass.
He played the best game of his career. I think.
Yeah, and he's had the best month of his career as well. It's too bad the rest of his fucking team, half of them are full of spuds, low key. A little bit spuddy performance, but
Britton Nikora is a great player.
he's amazing. And honestly, Hines in the first half was playing his best game. Same as Trindle. But then as soon as the pressure started to mount from Brisbane, you just saw collapse. It was like one tower's been hit, second tower's been hit. You know what I mean? Nico Hines, Braden Trindle. They just lost
That
it.
is crazy.
They just lost it. And Nico Gilgeous Alexander. That milk was bad. People trying to say he got tripped. Brother, this cunt was milking it.
He didn't get tripped. He got tripped by his own shoelace.
Nico Gilgeous Alexander, that's all I'm going to say, mate. Milking a penalty shamelessly. Didn't work. Good job, NRL, for not rewarding stupidity. Nico Hines, shameless. Nico Gilgeous Alexander. And if you're expecting me to say congratulations to OKC, just on a side note, fuck you.
Congrats, OKC.
Fuck you.
OKC.
Halliburton would have fucking destroyed
Poor
you,
man.
but unfortunately, his last victim was his own Achilles.
Yeah. And I unfortunately, just small thing for the Pacers, I just don't think they have,
That's it.
That's it for them for a while, a long time.
Yeah, they're not going to make it back.
Katoa with the stupidest sin bin in a long.
Oh, what about?
You know
So
what? Even more stupid.
I don't know if you can
The
hear him.
challenge.
But I don't think you can hear him, but the Sione Katoa sin bin.
Sione Katoa, that was a dumb sin bin. Then they had an even dumber captain's challenge and Will Kennedy. Man, everything good that bloke does is always 5 things he's going to do bad in that game.
It's just a chaotic end to the half.
Bro, what a fucking crazy game, just in general. What a comeback from the Broncos. And I think that was their Kodak moment where it all clicked. Mate, aura right there. But nah, I think it all clicked for them then. And I think they're going to carry that confidence over into the next few games. It's so dumb how we're versing them in an Origin impacted week.
Oh, look at us.
I don't know. I think no. Like we're getting robbed of a fucking great game. I don't know why that's a game that's scheduled during Origin week.
I mean, there's a bunch
Dogs
of games.
versus Broncos.
Dogs versus Panthers.
Because dogs have been shit for so long.
Brother, we made that 8.
I still don't understand why you're not
But
versing Storm twice.
I don't think this is a game that you schedule during Origin. I think you schedule like some fucking Dogs Raiders where no one will give a shit.
What do you
No
mean?
one will give a
First
shit.
versus second.
That's
Yeah, now it is. But in hindsight, it fucking wasn't.
What do you mean? It was one of the biggest games for you guys last year.
Because it was at Belmore, mate.
Yeah, but it was still
It was at Belmore.
and it's a team that's had your number for like a long time. Like they're still
But I'm
a
just
better
saying-
thing would
but
be Bulldogs
you know,
Titans.
That's 2 massive fan bases now that have to go watch an Origin impacted game. I don't think that's a smart
I
thing.
agree with you on that,
Like,
but
I think we
your
should
example
verse,
was shit.
like a team that has no fans, like Penrith.
Yeah,
Where
but
you're not, the crowd numbers aren't going to be impacted because they don't go to the games anyway.
I don't think the crowd numbers will be impacted. I think those fans still turn up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where's the game at?
I think if it wasn't,
Acor. This one's at Acor. Bro just made a face like he's going to insinuate something, but I don't know. I don't think you can.
No, I was actually going to say I think Dogs fans are more likely to travel than the Broncos fans are.
Yeah, I think so. But we're traveling to fucking Suncorp.
Yeah, they're
At an actual good stadium. They're
Yeah,
traveling to
to a
some fucking piece of shit in the middle of nowhere that fits 1 million people, but it's only good when there's 50,000 people there. But yeah, still a really good game from the Broncos. A mad game from Payne Haas. I think the guy that changed it a little bit was Kobe Hetherington. I think they fucking were lacking some intensity in the middle. I think that was Kobe's best game. That cunt was chopping everybody down. Love you, Kobe Hetherington. But yeah, I think, boys, Nico Hines definitely drives an automatic because his car does not have clutch because he doesn't have a clutch.
mate.
No clutch gene, brother.
If there was a person to be completely opposite to like Tyrus Halliburton, it would be Nico.
Yeah, but the thing is everybody thought Halliburton was like Nico.
yeah,
Like most overrated, no clutch gene. But it ended up proving everybody wrong. Do you think Nico Hines is going to do the same thing?
No.
Probably not.
Well, the game was on the line.
I just-
Like, 2 minutes to go. Nico drops it on like 4th tackle. I don't know if you remember
Yeah.
that.
I think there's just something like I don't know
But
what's
he sort of did get hit high. I feel like low key. I think a lot of teams would have got that penalty.
I agree.
But
I
Nico
thought he
didn't
got
get it.
hit on the chin.
He got him fucking on the chin from behind as well. I don't blame him for losing the ball there. That would have fucking hurt.
They should have penalised them, which they did.
Yeah, I think they should have, and they didn't. I don't really know. Maybe because he was falling, I don't know. But I've seen them give that 20 times this season, and he didn't get it then. I felt a bit slack for him there. But
I just don't know what's wrong in the system of the Sharks. Like, they have a great team on paper. They should be a top 4 team. They should be a team that is a danger team.
can I just say one thing? On paper, they should be number 1 this year. Like,
Okay.
they have the
Agree.
best team on paper.
Fanua Blake,
and they're
Brendan
not missing
Nakora,
anyone in
Nico
there.
Hines.
And they're not missing anyone. They don't lose
No
anyone.
injuries.
They're just missing Kale Ito, who is the guy that it's like they cannot function when he doesn't play.
Yeah.
They can't function when he doesn't play, bro. But the thing is, their fucking depth is insane. They lose Kale Ito. They fucking put Talakai in the centers. He was probably one of their best players, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, dude, how the fuck does this team not win? It's because the way the spine is configured is wrong. It should be Nico at fullback, Atkinson, Trindle. I'm telling you, they would have won that game.
They'd be winning a lot more games
Nico
on a
at
bigger
fullback,
margins.
Nico at fullback would be gone. That's what I think. And I think he'd be their best fullback.
I just
Because
don't know-
Will
Too
Kennedy.
slow.
Yeah, but he's fucking the same speed as Will Kennedy. And Will Kennedy's lazy. I get he gives me the ick watching him. The game against the Raiders, the guy's walking in that last period.
Do you reckon Nico's work rate's high enough?
Nico played fullback as well. Like,
No, played fullback. I think his best position is fullback. I think his work rate is.
He grew up a halfback and he played fullback at the Storm because he was never playing halfback there.
Yeah, he didn't even really play halfback growing up that much, wasn't he? Always a
He
fullback.
was always a halfback.
Okay, fuck.
Central Coast, mate.
Well, fuck, mate. You don't watch him, and he doesn't exude halfback when you watch him, mate. He doesn't take control of the game, but he doesn't need to be a high work rate fullback. He just needs to be creative. There's going to be a lot less pressure on him, and
Yeah, I
from the
suppose
defense.
I think
if
it'll
he's at
allow him to
fullback.
shine
He's
more.
going to be able to be like Latrell Mitchell there,
Yeah,
bro.
because their wingers and centers have a really high work rate.
Yeah, man. He doesn't need it. He doesn't need to be a meter reader. He just needs to be fucking support, fucking work hard on have a high defensive work rate when it comes to fucking effort plays. Will Kennedy doesn't do that. All Will Kennedy does is support. He's just always there in support. But Nico can legit fucking be that. You can have 3 playmakers on the team with Atkinson, Trindle, Nico. And then Nico doesn't have to worry about kicking, which is the weakest part of his game. And fuck me, did he have some doozy kicks on the weekend. I honestly would just play him at fullback. And I think that's been the thing that they needed to do all along. I think you just put Trindle and Atkinson together. They'd be mad. Even though Atkinson's leaving, still, you can go get a Toby Sexton and play him next to him. You know what I mean? But the thing is, I don't think they got money for him.
Yeah.
Their fucking cap is.
They have
They have so much money in this fucking team. They don't got no wiggle room at all. No. Like they're paying Nico big money.
I think Kennedy's on like 300.
Kennedy's the only player on a half decent contract because they're paying Ronaldo a lot. They're paying guys like Nico a lot, Nico Hines a lot. I'm sure they're paying Fanua Blake big money because he left big money to go to them. They re-signed all these guys that other clubs are chasing. Your fucking Braden Hamlin, your LAs, your Oregon Kafusis, your Jesse Ramians,
over the offseason, they literally re-signed.
Even Tom Hazelton.
The whole fucking team, bro. They just lost Royce Hunt.
They literally replaced Royce Hunt
With Fanua Blake.
Yeah. And so he would have been worth more money. And the fact is that they're going to be losing. Who are they losing? Atkinson to Dragons next year? So,
He barely plays anyway.
Their forward pack is so fucking stacked.
they should be winning.
They should be winning, man. This should be their year, but they got no dog in them.
Yeah.
We monstered them, and we had our 3 or 4 of our best players fucking missing, and we monstered them at Shark Park. We hadn't won there since 2011, bro. I was 12.
And what makes it so much more crazy is when you look back at what they've done. They've lost these last few games, but then they still managed to beat Melbourne.
Yeah.
Like,
and who do they have this week?
Melbourne.
But this time it's in Melbourne.
Do you reckon?
Yeah,
I still
Melbourne.
They
reckon.
beat them in Melbourne last year.
I reckon they would beat Melbourne.
Fuck me. Bellamy, the spray that they would have got would have been insane. Our boys, Roosters, Cowboys. Fuck, this was an entertaining game to watch. And mate, this was, I think, the message to everybody that the Cowboys are fucking cooked with this. The way this team is right now, they are cooked. They've been cooked since they dropped Jay Clifford for no reason. You know, just wanting a scapegoat. He's the one that got dropped, and they have not been the same, not looked the same. 1 win, 3 abysmal losses.
I'm still.
These cunts have completely ruined their for and against to the point where they're fucked. Because
Then-
if they do scrape enough wins to get to the 8, they're 4 and against. It's going to be so tight.
They got the bye the
they're
last
4 and
week.
against me.
So if they need the 4 and against to get into the 8 in the last week, they're not going to.
Yeah.
They got the bye. So
Yeah.
have the worst for and against. They're negative 140.
that's a
Why-
joke.
Because they lost by 108 like the last 3
And the
games
Titans are
combined.
negative 138. They have the worst points differential than the Titans.
That's a bad points differential, and that's going to fuck them up.
Yeah.
The Roosters were amazing. Marky Mark, Hugo Savala, fucking Sandon Smith, James Tedesco. My goodness,
Everything just
everywhere.
clicked.
Connor Watson.
Billy Smith. Connor Watson was great. No matter where they put him, just like a Magic fan, no matter where they put him, he did a fucking great job. He was playing 6 for Sandon, and
Was he passing to the halves in that game?
he went into the halves.
Even better.
Who?
Connor Watson.
He's trying to be funny.
I was
Trying to
trying.
be funny.
There's
He's
that
fucking
many
loser.
comedians out of work, and Flaxy's out here trying to make
Fuck
jokes.
yeah, Mitch Kenny. Does he even pass? He probably passes the least out of any hooker.
What the fuck?
I'm just trying to piss him off about Mitch Kenny.
But I don't
Mitch
care.
Mitch Kenny has the most consolidated role as a fucking hooker. The bloke's living the dream, mate.
He
He's
doesn't
gotta-
need to do
he's
anything.
gotta-
He's a
he's-
3-time
Yeah, he doesn't
champ.
need to do anything because his fucking team is so stacked all the
He
time.
leads the line speed, bro. He's
He's the line space. It's
he
pretty easy to
bashes-
do when you don't have to do anything else.
he bashes.
Mate,
in
just
the middle.
tackle. All you got to do is tackle and not pass
That's
the
what
ball.
he
to
did. He had the most
All you
tackles.
got to do is tackle and not pass the ball to the floor.
And you know what that
But
equals?
Reed Marnie fails when it comes to not passing the ball on the floor. That's why they've
You know
lost
what that
it.
equals? 3 rings.
That equals you could have had any hooker there and won 3 rings.
No, I strongly
Yeah.
disagree with that.
You could have had fucking Sonny Luke and won 3 rings.
No, I strongly disagree.
You
with
could have had
that.
fucking. You could have had fucking a 15-year-old fucking
You
talent
know-
to
you
silver
know,
and
you know
won
why
rings.
I don't agree? I agree with that because Sonny can't tackle.
You do that, mate. It's easy to tackle when you've got great defenders all around you, mate.
Anyway, back to
Boys, Roosters, Cowboys. Roosters, Cowboys. The Roosters are gonna they're clicking, man. At no point have I said that they're gonna miss the 8 this year.
I'm the same.
I had them in when I was doing.
I think I had them in my
when
8
I was
too.
doing my diabolical ladder
Yeah, I did.
predictions, and I did the win loss like every round. I had the Roosters going 0-7 and then winning, right? Like not winning the comp, but then winning enough to get into the 8. Now they've done a lot better than that. They had a rough start, but now they're clicking. Now they're 7-7 in the 8, right?
Yeah, they're 7.
Good on them, bro. And they are.
they're
I
playing
think they're gonna get Sam Walker back in 2 weeks, and it's all gonna click.
Had him at 8th.
Get Parra in there.
Yeah.
I had Parrot in there too, but we did our
They-
ladder predictions
I-
before Moses.
Before Moses got injured.
I got a lot of people who have vouched for me here. I told anyone that would listen, Parra will get the spoon this year. They probably won't.
They're
I,
not. Titans
I
are getting
didn't,
the
I
spoon.
didn't know Moses was going to be out when I did
Neither
my
did
ladder
I.
prediction.
Neither did
So
I.
I
But
didn't-
also, Parramatta are clicking in the gear, but we'll get into that with their
yeah,
game,
but they
so.
click into gear against like Mentec teams, mate. But
Yeah.
boys, the Cowboys have been so bad that you got to question whether Payton's going to get the sack.
I
Like,
always thought
I thought he survived.
him or Adam O'Brien. Like, who's going first?
I thought he survived the sack, but fuck me, they've been bad to the point where I'm just like, who's going to be the scapegoat now? Because when you were playing bad at the start of the year, you dropped Nanai
And Duffy.
and Duffy. All right, fair enough. And then
Yeah.
Duffy, yeah, he's not. It doesn't seem to be that good, but you had to give him a crack. But then they dropped Duffy, and immediately they started winning, and then they lost one game and dropped fucking Clifford.
Yeah. And I also think Purdue may end up a half. I think he's a fullback. I think that's his
think he's a
best position because
fullback.
he played fullback for Queensland 19s last year.
I think
and
he's a
killed.
fullback.
But I think he's not had anywhere near the impact he had when he was playing centre.
Yeah,
He was absolutely carving at centre.
because their centers are so bad that having
the other one, Labour.
Labour and Villia, bro, it's fucking ham rolls, mate.
Even though I think this week
Their centers are not good.
They had Braden Burns this week. It's
Braden
he
Burns,
played good.
Braden Burns is their best fucking.
He played
He's their
good.
best back outside of fucking. He's their best
Drinkwater.
back outside besides Drinkwater and Talangi.
Yeah.
He's their third best back. That's fucking. That's. I never wanted to let him go. This cunt against the Dragons.
celebration?
When we. Yeah, I remember that celebration. Bro, this cunt against the Dragons was on one leg, bro. We had fucking injury exemptions. Like, that was the injury exemption game in Wollongong. This cunt was legitimately Superman on one leg. Fucking
gun.
legit breaking his body for the club and we let him walk. That one was the one that really annoyed me. I would have loved to have kept him. And he's at the Cowboys now, second year, and I think he's better than Labour, and he's better than Villia, and he's better than Darby.
Darby's got so many errors.
Yeah, I would pick Braden Burns out of all of those because you know what? You know 100% you got to get a fucking player with that dog in him. He really does have that fucking. He just got that toughness, tenacity, and he was there. He was one of their only good, like, bright sparks about this team, and I just feel so bad for King Deej to have to watch that last 3 weeks. Good friend of mine, diabolical defending. Like, this is the worst defense I've seen since 21 Dogs.
To be fair,
23 Dogs.
Yeah, 23
23 Dogs, bro. I sat there and watched 66-0. Brother, they did the same thing over and over, and there was nothing that the team could do because they were that dumb.
We'll concede 32 points again.
Yeah,
That was
even the next week we won because we conceded 30.
32 actually.
We actually conceded 32 in Sexton's debut and won.
what about So we've obviously touched on how poor the Cowboys have been, but what about how great the
The
Roosters?
fucking Roosters
You-
were playing park footy.
Sorry, just before, I think the Cowboys might get be close for fighting for the spoon.
Yeah,
Looking at who they
draw
got-
is fucked.
They got Titans this week, but then they got Storm, you guys, Dolphins, Dragons, Sharks, and then they got a bit of easy run back home, but then finish off with the Broncos.
No, the easy run starts with the Dragons.
Starts with the Dogs.
One finger. Brother, those tries were worldy
Yeah,
after
that was
worldy
unbelievable,
after
eh?
worldy. And the crazy thing is, I had Billy Smith and I had Tedesco and I needed a big game from Supercoach, right?
Yeah, I'd Billy.
I had fucking Billy Smith, I had Sandon Smith, I had fucking Tedesco,
Were you spewing
and I had
when Sandon went
Savala.
off?
I kept
No, because the other guy had Sandon too.
Oh, okay.
But he didn't have Savala, Tedesco, or Billy Smith, and they all had blinders, bro.
Marky Mark had a blinder
You
too.
got a 97, but then or 95, but then they updated it. You got a 107. I was like, thank God.
Yeah,
I'm
man,
a super coach because of him.
fucking I captained Pappenhausen
Yeah, I
never
did.
again.
I
That's
did
the
too.
last time I captained him
He's
ever.
He's been a bit
He's been a bit,
poor.
like I said, he's only good when his team has mad momentum, bro. That's why I don't want him in Origin.
Yeah.
Because he's going to have a struggle to make an impact on the game. Shout out Dylan Edwards.
What a guy.
But yeah, like
Marky
Sam
Mark,
Walker,
what a game.
Marky Mark, what a game. What a player.
He's rookie of the year. Has to be.
Fucking oath rookie of the year, bro.
He's
He's-
so good.
He's the
Yeah,
most
he's
fun
eligible because
player
he
to
played
watch in
less
the
than
game.
5 games last year, or it was something.
He played one game.
He played one game, so yeah. So the rule is, I think you have to play a
5
minimum of
games.
5 games.
Yeah. So
And-
he's played one last season, so he's eligible for it. He should get it. I think there'll actually be outrage if he doesn't get it because of how much fun he's been to watch this year.
The only other player that was challenging that, honestly, was Tamale, but he's injured now.
Yeah.
He's going to miss the season. But honestly, Tamale was my
Yeah.
rookie of the year up until.
Lura and Patea be up there.
Not over Feketi, mate, who is a fucking machine.
Like 80
So's Patea.
I'm loving this cunt. Yeah, but Patea, yeah, Mini.
He's Mini Spence.
Mini Moses is fucking.
No, he's Mini Spence.
Mini Moses.
Back
Alliteration.
fence Spence.
Mini Moses, but Feketi's better. Feketi's just got he's got all the tools. He's got the speed and he's got the hands. Nice cheeky little ball. He was playing that lock, played 80 minutes. Didn't look out of place at all. Actually looked like he was better than every forward on that Cowboys team, except for the only cunt that was one of the only cunts on the Cowboys
Fucking
actually
he'd
having
play
a
80.
crack was fucking Cohen Hess. Cohen Hess is, mate, it's a privilege to watch him play. It really is. Fucking started off as like a machine back rower, copped mad injuries. Now he's a middle forward, still putting in work at old age.
Wish he
I
just
can't believe
played at
He
a
actually played 80. I
Played
thought you were
80,
joking.
brother, and
Yeah.
he was.
He played 80 minutes.
This cunt was everywhere, bro. He's a gun. Like
Yeah,
he's
he
a
is.
fucking. That's a
But the
generational
Freddie
forward.
left, Freddie Fittler left
Is he
footstep.
Austrian or is he Queenslander? Or is he Kiwi? What's his
I don't know, bro.
Did you-
I don't
did
know,
you,
but he's a mad cunt.
Have you watched on?
And he's got a sick name in that, Feketi. Like you can't fucking.
spaghetti.
Have you watched on
Spaghetti.
Fox? I think it's called Face to Face, where Vonnie interviewed John Elias. Have you watched that yet?
Nah.
They showed replays of him making a break and he goes off his left foot. It was dead set like the Feketi one.
That's
it was like
gone.
the Freddie Fittler thing, but it was dead set like identical.
All right, boys. Last game of the round. Shout out Feketi. What a fucking sick cunt. And that, you know what? Sorry, I'll give one more fucking shout out. That yellow, is that how you say his name? The number 14,
Oh, the hooker.
the hooker.
Yeah.
Wow,
Play-
mate.
play-
Wow. Talk about natural instincts. And he won me my multi by kicking the fucking two-post, so thank you. I needed that one
That
badly.
reminded me of Sam Walker when he said that was.
I thought it was a weak kick at the time, and then just no one was there on
Because
defense.
he wasn't in the frame. Because
Yeah.
Tupo was like injured or something. Because they were like, he was chilling on so many of these line breaks. Like, there must have been something wrong with him. Bro was just hugging the sideline. It's like, hey, they'll get it to me at some point, and they did. He looked really good when he came on. A couple of really nice kicks, and then obviously a try assist, but he just looked dangerous. To me, that looks like a potential half prospect. The way he's just, mate.
He's always been a hooker.
I know he's always been a hooker, but the way he was playing, like when they would throw him the ball, he didn't look like a hooker.
He has the good, really good IQ.
You know what? It'll be interesting to see what they do next year because obviously Reece Robson's going to be there. You'd probably think like Radley's probably the 13, but Connor's there too. So they're going to have to
make a decision.
Radley go to an edge, Connor at lock, and then this guy at 14 maybe.
Is Radley? Radley's getting up there in age, isn't he? Though.
No, he's getting up there in mental.
He's not getting up there in age. He's 26.
He's not old. He's like.
I feel like he's been there for.
He's 1 year older than me.
He debuted at 18.
Yeah. Oh,
he's my age or 1 year older than me.
But
he's 27.
Yeah, he might be.
But Victor, I don't know. He's probably have to retire a lot earlier than a lot of people anticipate, just because of that.
I reckon he's 26.
How old is
I reckon
Victor?
I feel like because I feel like he's been
98 to 27.
Oh, okay. So
I'm 99. I'm 26.
Okay.
He's 27. He was born.
Yeah, because when I met him at that pub in Rose Bay, he was 1 year older. 1 year older than me.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, Faketi was born in Auckland, New Zealand, so he'd be a Kiwi, wouldn't he?
Well, he's
It
born
depends
there,
where-
doesn't mean he's elite.
Another Roosters junior.
Yeah. New Zealand, that's it. No, I'm not going to talk because we love signing other people's juniors, but it works.
It works.
Can't say it works, but the thing is
You're
in our
you're
case,
a big
we
development
invested
club.
pretty damn early in some of these juniors, mate. Like Matt Burton, we signed him before he even really played first grade properly.
Yeah, but
I mean, that's an
It
investment.
didn't take a genius to realize he was going to be a freak.
Yeah, it's fucking investing early, mate.
It's like a youngie. Like he played one
Yeah,
game,
you
one
invest
first grade,
early,
and then he
mate.
got.
Yeah, we gave Ayong him. How good's he?
We're going to talk about that game now.
Sorry.
I didn't stream this one because I was sort of had to do a couple of things, but I was watching it.
It was a poo.
And
I disagree.
No,
Parramatta were
actually-
entertaining.
no,
as
they
fuck.
were actually fun to. Cause I seen this cunt do fucking witchcraft live on TV, bro. This Yongi bloke.
He's
What
so
the
good.
fuck was that pass?
Bruh.
I've never seen a pass
he
like
just
that.
got-
He just like fucking threw a quarterback pass across the field. Bro, why is he even looking there? Like, you know it's fucking good if it's Sean Russell the one scoring. That cunt's allergic to scoring tries, and he scored.
Parramatta were pulling some like Roosters levels, like
That was some fucking football, mate.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with the Titans, but they were dog shit. And then Tino came on and they started to look normal again. But then they lost, right? They lost because, mate, they were just
They
on
were
another
outplayed.
level of speed, Parramatta. Everything they did was fast. And I think that was the best thing about having those young players in the halves, Dean Hawkins, Josh Papali'i. Mate, I was having a blast watching them play. And Papali'i, whatever. He's the one guy I really didn't want to let go, him and Sam Running. When I heard they went to Parramatta, I was like, fuck. All right, there might not be a path for Papali, but still not Parramatta.
Yeah.
Why Parramatta? Why our Lebanese starting, the next Leb coming up, Sam Running? Why is he going to fucking Parramatta? But I'm glad to see them get an opportunity, bro. And it's good to see from Jason Riles that, like the Dogs, when we were looking for players, found guys that had no real part to first grade properly, especially in the positions that they want, said, mate, you're up. We want you. We'll
next
play you
man
here.
mentality.
Yeah, we want you to come and start the rebuild for us. And that's what he did. He went and got, Jason Riles went and got Yongi, Papali, Sam Rani. They've all been pretty damn good when they played this year. Yeah, they're having some growing pains, but there's that development. They're trying to enter a new era. And I think they've done a really damn good job with some of these signings. And now that they're playing, it's starting to reap the rewards a bit.
And not only that, I think with Parramatta, they're in a rebuilding stage, but you're starting to see the benefits of this, and especially with Mitch Moses injured, they needed someone like a Dean Hawkins to step up. And with how long's Dylan Brown out for?
Next week, he's back.
Oh, he's back next week. But you're seeing Joash Papali'i, because I believe it was between him and Iyongi for fullback, and they ended up going with Iyongi.
Yeah.
But he's still a weapon, and he still needs to be utilised at some point in that first grade side, because you'll see, I think Parramatta, I don't think they make the bottom four this year. A lot of, like, you had them, I don't think they make the bottom four this year. They're starting to click on right now. And
Yeah.
and the good thing is with Dean Hawkins is that they're starting to be able to play without Mitch Moses because he's
Footy
unfortunately.
Dean.
Unfortunately for the Eels, that has been their downfall. He's been injured, and then they just haven't been able to play without him. So, yeah, that's my opinion on that.
Yeah, the Titans, you're just shit as always.
Is that-
I'm not really going to talk about you too
Did
much.
I just hear that Flaxy's still a Para fan?
Fuck
Yeah,
off,
he just
mate.
glazed Parramatta. Like, that's
No, because you said it was a poosling, and I wanted to say it was an entertaining game.
Poosling. See, he's offended that you call it a poosling or why? Because he's still a Parramatta
Shut the
fan.
fuck up, Fred!
Do Parramatta need their stars?
It was last versus second last.
Boys.
And you called it not a pooslinger.
Elephant in the room. We've harped on about everything else, but we've got a mad game this Thursday.
We do.
I think it's going to
My team, the Dogs, versus these two boys playing. Their team's
It's
playing
the 4-time champs, baby.
at the Dogs' home stadium at Combank Stadium. It will be a Dogs' home game, despite whatever. Even though it's a Penrith home game, it's still going to be a Dogs' home game. Boys, our predictions.
My prediction is we haven't lost since we started the Talking Cleary podcast.
That's fair enough. You know what I mean? That's fair enough.
Sample size, they're only three.
Very small sample
I'll be
size.
wearing my
And
4-peat.
Scotty Sorensen's not playing. He's suspended, as he
What?
should be.
Question I'll ask you off air. How is Critter going to defend Casey McLean this weekend?
He's going to fucking just stand there and do nothing because that's all you need to do to defend Casey McLean.
So, if Casey scores a try this weekend on Critter, will you wear a Penrith jersey? this
I'm
week?
never wearing a Penrith jersey or any other team's jersey in this sport. Any other sport, whatever, fucking I'll accept those bets all day, but I will never wear a jersey that's not a Dogs jersey. I get jerseys from NRL players on multiple occasions, and I say, brother, can I give it to my mate because I'm never going to wear another team's jersey? And they say, brother, do whatever you want with it. I love you, which is pretty fucking mad. But Casey
Panthers
McLean's
13
not
plus.
scoring this week. But to be fair, since he started passing, he done good, mate. The team's been doing a lot better. I think Milky will probably get over.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think Milky will probably get over.
Milky's been a weapon, bro. Like, don't underestimate.
Yeah,
how
but
good he
Carraz
is
also.
actually.
I think Milky will just get a try because he was always around the ball, mate. Milky was fucking good on defense this week, mate. And
He saved the
it's
game
gonna be a
a
good
couple
battle, but I think we're just gonna. I think they're gonna get their fucking. You know, Critter talks about when he learned his lesson. All right, and this is gonna be when they learn their lesson.
Wanga Blake ran over him.
Yeah, this is gonna be the equivalent of when Wanga Blake ran over Critter. Critter's
When
gonna
Casey's
fucking
gonna run over
maul
Critter
those
again.
cunts, bro. Sorry, mate. Casey McLean and Jenko, mate, they could be good against fucking Rocco Berry or whatever young centre they had there or on the fucking Graham Talfa, but they're gonna get fucking mauled this week, bro. And the left side, oh my goodness, bro, free food.
Free food.
I'm going Dogs, and I'm actually going Dogs 1-12. I'll respect them a bit because I think if Nathan plays, it's Dogs 1-12. If Nathan doesn't play, Dogs 13 plus.
Wow, you got.
I'm saying Penrith by 6
What?
if Cleary's out. Penrith by 7 if Cleary plays.
I thought you guys would be a bit more favourites. That's crazy.
Well, the team list's not out yet.
Well, you want to know something? Here's a few stats for you. Obviously,
We don't beat yous.
the podcast one.
Yeah.
When's the last time you beat us?
The Origin impacted game a few years ago.
Yeah.
I can't even remember it. That's how long ago it was. That's how unmemorable it was.
Panthers are 2 from 2 this year when being underdogs. And I'll be wearing my 4P jersey, so you got no hope, mate. The stats are against you.
Okay.
And I'm sure Rando will say it too, mate.
I
And
haven't been to a loss this year.
how many games have you actually gone to this year?
5 or 6.
Oh, shit.
Wait, so Souths. I went to Magic Round, Souths, Eels,
You went Belmore.
Belmore, Titans. That's 4. So this would be number 5?
Yeah, it would be.
Number 5.
Yeah. You still haven't beaten the top 8 team, so
We have.
proper top 8
We have.
We beat the Raiders.
Beat second, brother. Beat the Roosters.
Beat
Beat the Sharks away with 3 of our best players missing.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've technically beaten every top 8 team that isn't the Brisbane. How the fuck are Brisbane 5th?
Because of, I don't know. To be fair,
I didn't even fucking
I
know
don't
they were in
even
the
know
top
that.
8.
there's a 6-point gap between 5th and 4th. There's 6 points
Yeah.
between them. Crazy.
Fuck, we're so far ahead of everyone.
Except Raiders.
Yeah. Don't worry, the Raiders will be first after next week.
Another one.
So yeah. So
But yeah, so I got Dogs 13 plus. If Cleary doesn't play, one spot Cleary does play, and he's just saying, Mitch, I'm not really listening to anything he has to say, and I'm not listening to what you have to say because you're both biased.
okay.
Speaking of bias,
It's okay, Mr. Bias.
Speaking of bias, Parramatta versus the fucking nuts.
No, I think
I think it's a fair assumption to say because I just think your edge defense is not that good, and then you're missing Sorensen too. That's a big loss.
yeah, but
You
we'll
would have lost last week if you didn't have Sorensen. You would have lost against the Tigers if you didn't have Sorensen. I think and then that means Garner has to play in the back row, right?
yeah, and he's been one of our Garner's been one of our best.
Yeah, but you sort of need him to play in the centres
kick out's a
defensively.
cat anyway.
Kickout's a fucking machine. One of the best back rows.
Ex-Panthers player as well.
He's
Yeah,
been the
where's he
second.
from?
He's been the second best back row.
Where's
in the
he from
comp this year.
again? Oh,
Yeah.
Fiji.
Cowboys.
Another one.
Fiji, bro.
Another one.
But yeah, I'll be conservative. I think Panthers 1-12. I think it's going to be very close. Like the last 10 minutes will.
I'm saying Penrith by 6. If Cleary doesn't play, if Cleary plays, Penrith by 7.
No worries, boys. Tigers v. Man, this is gonna be an actual good one. Tigers v Manly at 4 points. Friday 6. Friday 6.
Manly a 10.
Friday 6.
They're back.
Manly are dog shit, huh?
The Friday 6 p.m.s are back.
Fucking dog shit team,
I'm going Manly.
brother. Manly by what? 1-12 or 13 plus?
13 plus.
What do you reckon?
1-12.
I'm going Tigers 1-12 here, bro. The finals against their old teams, and I think Latu's going to start.
Lehigh's back, but
I don't give a shit. They're shit. Lehigh's played
Manly-
like every game this
What
year.
happened to
Tigers
Manly? They
don't
were
have
killing
a-
it, and then they just dropped off.
They can't fucking. They lost to the bottom
DC,
three.
yeah.
They lost to the bottom 3 in back-to-back weeks, and they had their full team pretty much, and the bottom 3s were all missing players.
Do you reckon DC?
And 2 players are going to, apparently, 2 players are going to go reserve grade.
Turbo's going to play centre,
yeah, that's good.
which means I don't think that's good. I don't know. I don't think that's going to fix their shit at all.
I think it'll put less workload on him in terms of like.
Yeah, but that means you get less turbo, which is worse for the Manly.
Yeah, but Lehigh's been so good at fullback. I
think he's been all right. I don't think he's been like a lead at fullback. I think he's just been like good.
I disagree. I can't believe they dropped Lockie Croker. Like he came back for 2 games. They put him in reserve grade. Like what's
Well,
doing?
because Jazz is their best hooker.
Lockie Croker's a good player, man.
I think he's always been the weak link in that team.
I disagree. Well, he's been injured. His weak link is the fact he can't stay on the field.
Yeah, but I think like if you look at their whole team for the last 5 years, and you've said where they need to upgrade, it's
Number
fucking
6.
number 9.
But number 6 can't do anything.
Number 9, mate.
Luke Brooks, best second.
Luke Brooks, don't diss him, mate.
Best
he won
support-
Dally M 6 of the year one time. 7 of the year one time.
He's.
Can you believe that shit? West Tigers
crazy.
1-12. I'm backing the
Can you believe
boys.
that shit?
The Luke Brooks derby this game, mate. This
reckon-
one's actually going to be all right, bro. Friday 8 at Mac Jones Stadium.
It's not.
Knights,
Raiders 13 plus.
Knights,
Move on.
Cowboys. So Knights, Canberra.
Raiders by heaps.
Raiders 13 plus. Move on.
They're
Bro,
middle-
I reckon
they're
it'll be close.
Do you reckon-
But Raiders 1-12.
No way. Not after the game where. Not after last week. They
Raiders 1-12.
I think Ricky's going to put one on them, and I reckon they come out 13
I
plus.
think fucking it's gonna be.
It's a Tom Starling Cup, this one.
Did he come from Newey?
Yeah.
The fucking battle, the Brayley Cup,
This
man,
is also the Tarpany Cup.
and the Brayley Cup.
Joe, well, Brayley's not there yet.
Yeah, but like
Brayley won't even play for Canberra. He'll be playing for Mounties.
probably
Yeah, no. Raiders 13
he will be.
plus.
No, he definitely will be playing for
I
Mounties.
know, he's third.
Bradman Best on Timoko is gonna be a fucking mad battle.
That'll be good.
Mad battle to watch. I'm gonna go Raiders 1-12 because no one's really beating. It's like if the Knights get beat 13 plus, it's always by 20, never more. So I think that's like something respectable that they've got because they don't get like absolutely like mega flogged.
Yeah,
But I think if Raiders have a good 20 minutes, and then I don't think they replicate what happened last week.
Yeah, I'm keen to see that one, bro. That one I don't want to miss. Boys, Brisbane v Warriors Suncorp.
This is a good
This
matchup.
game will be fucking packed.
up the wires.
This game will be fucking packed, bro.
If Metcalf is in,
They're playing a shit team this week. They played a gun side last week. That's the only reason they lost.
I think I think if the Warriors have Metcalf and like a few of those players are still in, I think Warriors won the 12. But if Metcalf isn't in, Broncos 13 plus.
I reckon Benny Hunt will play this week. I don't want to back the Broncos, but something's just telling me the Broncos are gonna win this one 1-12.
Do you reckon they're back in they've clicked back into gear? Yeah.
Brother, they were like I've never seen them actively use Katoni as much as they did last week. My goodness, he was a machine, and I don't think any of their centers are going to be able to stop him.
Yeah.
I think again he's going to run riot.
I don't know who their left centre even is.
The mate, it's Roger, but
He
Roger's
plays-
been
he's
on the
on the wing,
wing
he's on the
recently. Yeah, they're having a bit of outside back like center trouble right now. Potentially, yeah.
Maybe.
But I think Katoni will rip him another one as well. Right, the way he's playing right now, he's playing like he's visualizing all 13 players on the field as toes. I love you, Katoni. No one will ever make me hate you, and I'm actually gutted that he extended.
He loved the Katoni Stags.
I
too.
fucking love him so much, bro. He's honestly one of my most, like, ever since I first saw him play, I've just been in love with this bloke. Like, I still think about, like, I think I never enjoyed watching a try more than his try against the Dragons because I was watching it with, like, my mates. Like, this was, like, right before I started streaming, and it was, like, we were all losing our shit because we were versing one of my mates is a Dragons fan, and he was putting on all of us all game. Oh, Dragons going to win, you know? Tony just fucking sent you and Aiken to the shadow realm and just scored that mad try. Fuck, we gave it to my mate. So that one, he's just always got... I think of Katoni, I think of that memory, that try, and just I love watching him play. He's so powerful. Speaking of the Dragons, boys, Wynn Stadium, Dragons v Parramatta, the Akhu Sharmuta derby. And call me crazy,
Parramatta win.
but I'm picking Parramatta.
Dragons.
And I'm picking Parramatta, and I'm picking Zach Lomax to put him on the dirt again. I'm putting him for 2.
Kyle Flanagan man of the match.
I'm backing Dragons.
I'm actually backing JC to get arrested for hate speech after
Yeah.
this.
I reckon the Dragons are gonna be so bad they're gonna give JC a mic and just let him talk. Yeah, let him on the PA, bro.
But I genuinely...
And I'm telling you, they're playing at Wynn Stadium, which means they're gonna lose because it's fucking lose stadium for these fucking Dragons. I actually might want. There's part of me wants to go to this game, but the crazy thing is I can't watch this game because I have a wedding again. The last time these two teams played, I had a wedding, and I've got a wedding again. So now I'm gutted that I can't watch this game because it's gonna be fucking comedy, like pure comedy, bro.
we should genuinely get JC set up here live streaming.
Yeah.
Like I think that should. I'll call him after this.
Dude, that's gonna be hilarious. But I'm going Parramatta by 13 plus.
I think Dragons.
Parramatta won the
Do you
12.
actually think Dragons, or are you just saying it to be funny?
Dragons will win.
He's saying it to be different. folks.
Kyle Flanagan.
Yeah.
Kyle Flanagan man
Boys,
of the match.
Suncorp, Dolphins, Rabbitohs.
The Wayne Bennett derby.
Dolphins.
I
Dolphins.
think I'm gonna back the Finns here, boys. I think Finns 1-12, but there are gonna be some questionable things that I'm keen to see who they replace Bostock with. If it's with Tupou, then I think the overs are definitely a play here, boys, because there's gonna be a lot of points for both ends. Tupou,
Rabbitohs are 16th. Wow.
huh?
Rabbitohs are 16th.
Yeah, it's
they're
depressing
trash.
because they've lost so many games by like 2 points or
Yeah.
4
And
points.
then lost 4 in a row, lost.
Yeah, but solve
Yeah,
the Dragons.
It's
though.
actually sad, but
They shouldn't be 6. Like they haven't been playing like a team coming 16th. But yeah.
Yeah.
I think Dolphins run wild after losing to
it's
the
sad.
Knights.
They're in the spoon race, or they really shouldn't be. I just feel very bad for them, bro.
Are they below para?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes.
Points differential, but-
Titans are last, and then it's Rabbits.
Well, we didn't have Rabbits and Eels. Are actually
Eels are
on the same
15th.
point. Everything's the same. Even the points difference. They're both negative 89. Just for some reason, that's the second last.
Alphabetical order.
Yeah.
I think it actually comes down to alphabetical
They should
order.
put it in.
No, it
chron-
comes
they
to
should-
like your points for. Like
Oh,
how many,
okay, how
sorry.
many points
They
you
should,
scored?
they should put it in chronological order, Fred. You never clipped that for me. Can you clip that for me?
But I was right. This bloke just had me second guessing.
Yeah, it's just funny.
It made me feel dumb. Like everything is alphabetical and it's chronological. Boys, Amy Park, Storm, Sharks.
Storm.
This is gonna be upset week here. Fuck me.
It was upset week last week.
Yeah. It's,
It was upsetting because the Dogs didn't play the best team in the league. Boys, Amy Park.
Storm.
I'm actually going to go the Storm 1 to 12.
Sharks.
Storm by 30.
I think
They got belted in the by Bellamy all week, and they're gonna come out and they're gonna show it.
They're always the belt teams at any park. They haven't lost at any park yet this year.
Yeah.
What's
And
been
did
can
they
we
even
check
lose
their
there last
closest
year?
game?
Yeah, they did. Remember the Dragons match or something?
Oh my god! And then we beat them right after.
No, oh yeah, we beat the
We beat
Dragons.
the Dragons right after.
Yeah, give me the Sharks. They've lost? How many in a row have they lost? They've lost a few in a row now.
They beat the Dragons last week.
Oh, well, they've lost
But they're like-
4 of their 5, I think.
No, the Storm aren't going to lose to them twice.
Yeah.
Rock your heads.
I don't know. I think the
Wait,
Sharks win
Flaxy
this
will
one.
pick something different on his Instagram and then
And-
come in and go, oh, no, I got it right.
Yeah, brother. This is gonna be this next game,
Brother.
Just remember, take
Brother,
what I
I
say
don't even
here
know.
for
They,
salt.
they should just cancel this game. They should
is
just
it?
cancel it
What is it?
because it's gonna be a disgrace to defense, bro. Fucking Titans v Cowboys.
Queensland, Poosling, and a
What the fuck is
Are we
this
expecting
game?
Are we expecting 100 points to be scored in
I'm
this game?
expecting. What's the? The over under is gonna be fucking 70 points this
Hold on,
game.
let me
You know
check what it
what?
is right now.
It-
Sunday 4 or 5.
It literally could be 8-6 or it could be 82-68.
Yeah, I'm gonna go the Cowboys.
Remember that 6-4 game
Yeah.
against the Titans and Dogs?
Tigers.
Tigers.
Yeah, I remember that game.
The biggest
I
poosling
made
of the
3
world.
videos saying, "Why don't you fucking do something, you cunt?" I'm backing the Cowboys 13 plus here. That's
50
how fucking bad the Tigers
50
are.
points
Yeah,
That's
for
on you.
overs.
Get on that.
yeah.
Nah, get on the
and it's
overs.
only gonna go up. It's only gonna go up. Wait,
$1.90.
JD Campbell's ruled out of this game.
JD Campbell's ruled out. Fucking, I just can't I just don't even want to watch it. But I'm gonna be live with EBT on his stream, kick.com/EBT. Make sure you boys come and watch. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And it's the only way that this fucking diabolical dog shit game is going to be anywhere near remotely fun.
Maybe make it a
If you watch with us.
That'll be a good stream. That'll be a really good stream.
Yeah.
Shout out
But
to Ibby.
boys, shout out to Ibby. Cowboys 13 plus. What do you reckon?
Yeah, Cowboys 13 plus.
Titans.
Boys, Titans by what?
1 to 12.
Fucking 1 to 12. There you go, boys. We're gonna wrap it up for the day. Great stream. Thank you all for watching. Make sure
Podcast.
you guys join up next week when I'm here with a big smile on my face after absolutely belting these cunts. Thank you all for watching. And let us know what you think this Thursday game is going to be, what the score's going to be. Dogs 13 plus, Penrith 1 to 12, whatever you think, put it in the comments. I love you all.
And please let us know how beautiful Fred looks today.
Yeah. And if Panthers win, I might go missing because Fred might kill me. Thanks, boys.
No. He's definitely going missing
Let's
if the
go.
Dogs win.
Go watch the Talking Cleary podcast.
Go watch the Talking Cleary podcast if you want to hear fucking Flaxy spout nonsense even more. We
Love you, boys!